What's good, friends and family? Nah, he's younger than me. Yeah, he just tells people that. Yeah. What's going on, y'all? Happy Tuesday to y'all. But yeah, he's younger though. Trust me. Everybody keep believing Bo Riggs is 62 years old. Nah. Appreciate you, brother. Glenn Johnson, good morning. Mama Flip in the building. Mr. Relentless, what up? Steve-O in the building. DJ Be Local, what up? My sis, Sophia Felix, how you doing, love? Hey, what's going on, guys? Ali, hopefully you guys can hear me. Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Phil, what up? What it? Hello. Yes. Sorry, I'm doing 50 million things. I was just having a great conversation with the bro. One second. Sorry. So, hope everything's good with y'all. Y'all saw the thank you, Sophia. Flash Photography, what up? Y'all saw the flyers up for more weekend. We're doing a boat party on the 27th as of now. I'm working on a barbecue. I got to talk to Milton at 39th Street. Working on a barbecue as well. But right now, the boat party's set, so you guys get your tickets for the boat party. People already asked me. Yes, we've been selling Halloween tickets. You can get your Halloween tickets. I've got a book full of Halloween tickets already sold. You can book yours when you're ready. Gracias. So yeah, Memorial Flyers up. Shout out to my man Don. That's up. Get ready for Memorial Weekend. If you in town Friday, St. Patrick's Day, I don't really celebrate it, but I am half Irish. We are doing all day happy hour at FlipFlop on Friday, all day from open to close. Have you some green on, I guess, right? So let me get personal with you guys. I always get personal with y'all, don't I? And like I said, I'm going through some things. I've been going through some stuff for like 2 months now, trying to get my head cleared and just get back to normal, be normal me. Already lost some weight, stressing and all that. But I'm human, is what it is. But in between these 2 months, one thing I came to realize, and something that's been heavy on my head and making me question a lot of my relationships, is I don't know who I can trust. If you guys are on my status, you saw I posted that. That's where this video is coming from. I don't know who I can trust. I feel like I can't trust anybody anymore. You know, it's like the people closest to me have done the most dirt or threw the most dirt on my name, if that makes sense. I've had strangers, well, not strangers like strangers, but strangers like we don't actually know each other besides YouTube or something like that, show me more appreciation and more love than people I've been around for years and known. And it's like I'm starting to realize the people you get close, the people you're closest to, will actually wish bad on you and actually wish negativity. Now, shout out to everybody that hit me up. All my people gave me great wishes, good wishes. Appreciate all the messages. But two people made a valid point to me. One person said, Greg, people are jealous of you. They said, people hate that you are young, well, 44 years young, live in paradise, have a successful business. I said, but it's not my fault. I worked for those things. I didn't know. No one gave me this. I earned it. So when I hear people are jealous, you're jealous of hard work, because that's all I did. I just worked hard for everything I got. Nothing was ever handed to me. Everything I got, I earned it. So at the end of the day, I'm like, how could you be jealous of me when I don't consider myself out of the ordinary, extraordinary, special. I mean, I like to be extraordinary, but I don't consider myself, better than anybody. Never been like that. But I started to know, like in these past 2 months, the stuff I've been going through as far as my getting out my head and all that, I started to realize like I really can't trust a lot of people. Not that you should anyway, but I think I've allowed more people to be closer to me than normal. I'm from the hood, so where we from, you don't show love, it's weakness. That's just the mindset we gotta have. I told you on a Sunday service, where we from, you're taught to man up. No matter what happens to you, what you go through, man up, deal with it. So at the end of the day, that's what I've always done. But But as you got older, you get more mature. You start like, yeah, I could open up to this person. I could talk to this person. I could do that. You know what I'm saying? This person seems trustworthy. But I started to find out a lot of people ain't. In the last 2 months, opened my eyes to a lot of people. I'm gonna tell you a funny story. So remember the thing that was going around? I'm not the owner of my business. I don't own my business. I found out where that came from. Not recently. It was a while ago. Came from somebody I know, who I fed. 30. ¿Qué más? Okay. 850. Sorry, 85. Yeah, so there was a person I knew who I fed, who I showed mad love to. So when I approached the person, I said, yo, why would you say that shit? And wild part is that people listen to the person, which was blew my mind. Like his word was God. And I was like, why would you do that? Why would you tell me that? Oh, well, I'm just saying you don't rock with me no more like that. I'm like, bro, rock with you. When I tried to break bread with you, you was on some other shit. So I gotta do my own thing. Then I found out that someone even closer to me co-signed it. And when that person co-signed it, it kind of was official. Then when I approached that person about it, they were like, I was just mad. Well, don't be just mad. Like, if you're gonna do those things, and I'm bringing up an example. If you're gonna do them things and say we peoples, or you got love for me, or love me, or any of that shit, I can't trust you. If I can't trust you to not try to do me dirty just because you're mad, everybody get mad. I get mad all the time. But if I can't trust you to not do something like that just because you're mad, then I can't trust you in the good times either. At the end of the day, if you're willing to trash somebody because you're upset, willing to damage someone's reputation because you're upset, then what you willing to do? What you willing to do when it gets to the point well, I don't rock with you at all no more, for real? I don't know. ¿Y de teléfono? ¿Tú contestas? Flash Retarded said, I'll be there this Sunday. I'll be here, bro. I'll be here. Thank you. Double A, what up? G Night says it is Taco Tuesday. He said, I need a shot of tequila. You already know. All goody was good with you. Oh, we finally got our angel up there. Finally got up there. It was sitting in my chair for so long, I don't know why I didn't put it up. Oh, you landed in San Diego? It's cool. You can get here easy. La Chief in the building. What's up, brother? Ms. Valletta said, flip, trust God, and you'll be fine. 100%. One thing I realize is I can trust myself. I can trust God. I can't control what other people do. One of the biggest reasons I've had relationship issues in this country is because people get mad at what other people do, what other people say. I can't control. I can only control myself. If someone's making a post on their WhatsApp, someone's making a post on their Instagram, I can't control that. I don't work for Instagram. I don't work for WhatsApp. I can't control that. Someone wants to troll, they want to talk shit. I can't control that. That's not part of my realm of control. And a lot of the stuff be here. So so said this, so did that. I don't know what you want me to do. I can't control it. Unfortunately, the age of social media has ruined relationships because of the things people do. The fake account. You ain't gonna make the fake accounts. I didn't know what a fake account was. What they call catfishing back in the day. I didn't know what a fake account was until recently. And I'm talking about the past 7 years. Free Society, shout out to Free Society. I'm very jealous. Flash said, you got to understand, somehow folks have those I deserve mentality. They think, well, if he got it, why don't I? And then it breeds hate and envy. You know what's funny about that? You said that? Great comment. So you know what's funny about that? One of my good friends said almost the exact same thing. If he got it, why don't I? You can do it. I worked for it. You can do it. Oh, so you want to have a business, be the face of the vendor, but you're not a people person. It's not my problem. I can't control that. I'm a people person. I can't control that. It's like, it's weird because at the end of the day, what are you jealous of? This was blood, sweat, and tears. While you was chilling, drinking pina coladas on the beach, I was grinding. You know what I'm saying? I was outside getting it. So there's not really, to me, in my mind, like I said, I'm different. I think differently. In my mind, there's nothing to be jealous about. You know? I mean, I'm kind of handsome, but that's what it is. Jesse Shorts, what good? Chi-Town in the building. King Sam in the building. Shout out to my favorite person in the world, Queen Sam. Nev on the daily 40. Yeah, hit that like. Thank you, Nev. Jay Mazu, what up with you, Jay? Oh, definitely. I had to make sure I got Felicia up there. Biggie Smalls in the building. What's good? Mama Flip in the house. So, ¿es un orden? ¿Qué? ¿Qué ella quiere? Dame el teléfono, por favor. Sorry, guys. I'm doing a million things. I'm grinding. Oh, dumbass. Solo t-shirt and passport. Okay, I mean, thank you. So, I forgot what I was saying. I'm speaking. Let me take a sip. So, like I said, one thing, maybe it's me. Maybe because I was going through my dark time. Had my little dark driver. Remember, Dexter had the dark passenger. For when I go through my little shit, not little shit, but my shit, I call it the dark driver. He's taking over the wheel. I can't concentrate. Maybe it's my dark driver making me paranoid. Could be. But I've started to see things in a different avenue. I've started to hear things. Remember something. You may have nothing but love for somebody. You may really genuinely care about somebody. But the devil comes in all forms and fashions. Okay? You can have someone you rock with. Your man's in them, your girlfriend, whatever it is. And they pass you information that could mess you up. Now, it's good they told you this, but the timing might have been off. And that's the devil in the details. Why'd you tell me this now? You should have pulled me to the side and we had this conversation. But that's the devil in the details. And they're not doing it maliciously. Sometimes they are. Hey, let me tell you this. But they'll pass info and it'd be the wrong time. Like, I didn't want to hear that right now. Well, why'd you even bring that up? I call that the devil in the details. When someone just passes you news that they know they should be waiting to put you to the side for and talk to you in a right state of mind. Or at least ease it in there. But yeah, like I said, maybe it's paranoia because my dog driver's taking control. He's letting me change the gear shift right now, but he had full control for almost 2 months. And I'm sharing personal shit right now. And it's made me look at people not everybody, but certain people around me in a specific light. And this made me realize, yo, I told you something and you told someone else. I shared something personal and you told someone else. And we're not talking about Dominicans, Americans, Europeans, natives, guys, girls, all that. I'm just talking about people in general. There's a couple people that are around me that I'm starting to feel like they're the enemies. They're the enemies at the gate. No, I'm sorry, they're the enemies in the gate. All right, they're my enemy and they're right next to me. And I told you, sometimes it's those people around you. Like I said, I don't follow my own advice sometimes. Sometimes there are people around you that wish the worst for you. It's weird. It's really weird. I wish everybody, I can't, even though where I'm from, it's good to be cold. Being cold-hearted, not giving a damn, got me far in life, right? As I started to open up, started to be a little, more free, it kind of backfired. Oh, he's got a weakness. I really don't have any weakness other than I'm in my own head sometimes. He's got a weakness. Let's use that. It is what it is. This is how I know people are my friends. And I said this to somebody a couple of years ago, and they still allowed it to happen. And then me and that person went our separate ways, and I realized he was never my friend. My man called me the other day, out of the blue. I love when motherfuckers just randomly just hit me up because it's like, hey, bro, da da da. And he was like, yo, I was talking to somebody, and dude started trashing your name. He said, be careful of him. He's this, he's that. And dude was like, he said, yo, I don't know the version of him you know, That dude showed me nothing but love. He's got me moving my shit, getting my shit right. And I'm like, bro, don't worry about it. It's all the time. Someone's always got something to say. But ask them what I did to them. If someone tells you something bad about me, ask them what I did to them. Ask them. I guarantee I didn't do nothing. If any girl I've been with tell you I did something to him, ask her, did he do something or did someone post on Instagram or WhatsApp and someone make some words up? Because most of the time, my situation in this country was relationships for words, okay? It was words. Not that I did nothing, just words. And at that point, you start to realize, okay, if words are that important and actions aren't, then there's nothing you can do. Now, in the States, in the States, at least in the States, we are a little bit more logical, a little less emotional. So someone's always going to say, well, so-and-so said this. If you believe in you know, in America, we can say if you believe in you, believe in. Here, you can't say that. Here, you like, nah, so-and-so said it. It's got to be true. Thank you. So-and-so said it's got to be true. Oh, that's not. I thought that was Santo. Sorry. Anyway, I'm catching one of these comments. And pardon me, I was just handling something real quick. Flash photography said a spectator's mindset. Wow, that looks easy. I always say that, right? But why isn't it happening for me? Greg ain't special. Why he got all that, but the spectators forget? You got to put the work in. Bro, thank you. I told you, and I say it all the time. I want to apologize in advance for people that start businesses without consultation, without knowing what they're doing. You see my fat ass sitting in this corner? Well, I lost some weight because of stress. I'm not that fat no more. You see my fat ass sitting in this corner? You like, if he could do it, I could do it. But you never see the behind the scenes shit. You never see all the drama I got to deal with. And trust me, it's drama. I'm dealing with 12 different personalities that have to cross paths every day for 8 hours. Can you imagine how that shit goes? 12 different personalities. And I'm talking about the workers. That's just the workers. Forget the customers that come in with having a bad day. You know? Yes, definitely recipes with Felicia. She definitely missed. Jesse Short said, if you have a group of friends that are jealous of you, uninspired, motivated, and don't uplift you, that's not a circle of friends. That's okay. That's all fact, Jesse. Never on a daily said, excuse me, yes. Trust and love yourself. Always put my guards up with people. I expect anything from anyone. This is where I won't be shocked or severely hurt when they do what they do. You know what? And I've always been that way. See, that's my thing. I've always been there. I've always been guarded. I've always been, Southside flip. But I toned it down as I got mature, as I grew up. And I was like, man, you can't shut everybody out. Because I'll tell you some real shit. I'll tell you some real shit. I've always been a people person. Is what it is. But the old me, that back in Southside me, I wouldn't have talked to a lot of y'all. I was just too arrogant. And not that you did anything to me, not that there was anything wrong with you. I was just arrogant. I swear to God, I probably didn't lose that arrogance till I was about 24, 25. So my whole teen years is arrogant as fuck. I just get conceited because it's needed. If all right, case in point. So let me see a comment right here. So Nev's my man, right? Nev pull up on me. Nev's like, yo, G, what up, da da da. Nev got somebody who I don't know with him, and he goes up. He goes, yo, what's up, homie? I'll be like, I look at Nev and say, yo, tell your man don't talk to him. Not that I was meaning to be disrespectful, but I know you. I don't know him. So unless you now, if you introduce us, it's a different story. But if he just woke up like now if I do that, it's way different. I'm opening to everybody. But back then I was very guarded and closed off. I don't want to talk to you if I don't know you. And I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell your man. Yo, do me a favor. Tell him don't talk to me. That's what I used to do. Because I was just arrogant as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And dudes would be like, yo, what the fuck? And I'm like, tell him I can hear him. I'd literally be talking to dude, Nev, like, yo, Nev, I can still hear him. Tell him he needs to get out of here. I was just arrogant. And it had nothing to do with you. It was all about me. Because back then I was just all about me, all about me, all about me. And even though I was a people person, I wasn't very welcoming back then. Because in my mind, everybody was out to get me. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of that's the South Side mentality. Everybody out to get me. Like I told you, if you ever sat and talk, I'll tell you about South Side, everything 50 did, everything he talks about. We do not trust each other in my hood. We think we all out to get each other and try to topple each other. That's what we all thought. And that's just, I don't know if every other borough's like that, but in my hood, that's all we did. You could be my man 50 grand. But in the back of my mind, I'm watching the moves you make. I'm watching the jokes you laugh at. It's just one of them things. We just don't trust each other. So back then, I wasn't as welcoming. Still the people, I go out, party, talk to everybody. If I talk to you first, that's different. But if you talk to me first, I wasn't very welcoming. I wasn't really with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why sometimes people say when they see me, I got a look on my face. That's nothing to do with you. Maybe it's a look I've always had my whole life. I have no idea. But now you can walk up and talk to me. Back then, I'll be honest with you. One of my boys was here talking, who know me from back then. He was like, Greg, you never talked to 50 people. I said, he said, now you talk to thousands. I was like, yeah, life changes. I'm different now. King Sam, shout out to King Sam. He said, ask her, listen, I love Queen Sam. We gonna get rid of you. Queen Sam, you got a problem, let me know. Devon in the building. Lachiva said, I didn't like that dark driver, not even in person. When he's in control, he's fully in control. And that's a fact. Titus CPT, what's good with you, my brother? And that's a fact. That dark driver, man, he takes over. Listen, I'm not afraid to say I've been in a dark place the past 2 months. Then what snowballed it was personal stuff, snowballed it. Business stuff, snowballed it. Personal relationships where, like I said, I'm looking at somebody and I'm like, I don't know if I can rock with you. Like, you might be saying all this and stab me in the back the whole time. Dirty Workers, what up? Yeah, it's about time you take over from the dog driver. But you know, it's at that. And me and you talk like you know that. It's at that point where, like I said, maybe he's the reason I'm paranoid. I'm having these thoughts that I can't trust nobody again. Things have happened in the past 2 months where I'm looking at people like, you piece of shit. You know, my biggest flex in life is I help a lot of people. You know, if I don't know if doing all this good is gonna get me up there, I don't know if they're gonna open the gates. I have no idea. But I've done so much in my life. All I want to do is do good. All I want to do is do good. So I help a lot of people. Even the shit you don't see, I help a lot of people. People know they can depend on me. And when I got people who I genuinely care about, take care of and help, who in return pay me back by stabbing me in the back or talking shit about me, I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I've never said a bad word about you, and that's one thing about me. You're never gonna get me here really saying any bad words about people. I say I don't rock with them, but you ain't gonna hear me doing this gossip. I've had people in my face, yo, this. I'm like, I don't know what to say, and that's my answer to everything. If you know me, you know that. You be like, you say, man, I can't stand these people who make these cups. F these people. I be like, man, I don't really know them people. I only got one cup from them. I don't really know about it. I hope things get better. Businesses, people, restaurants, hotels, I get it all. And you know what I do? I don't really know. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. You never gonna hear me trash nobody. I just be like, nah, you been over there? Nah, I don't really rock with them. I just do my own thing. Because I don't want that negative energy. I don't want that negative energy. And another thing, what the past 2 months has taught me, I am a very angry person. I knew this. I am a very angry person. People see it, have said it, but it took me to look in the mirror and really realize I'm fucking angry a lot. Maybe from a lot of past shit, PTSD from the hood, whatever it is, but I'm angry a lot. But see, even though I don't keep hate in my heart, I do hold grudges. Told you I hold grudges. I'm like the elephant that never forgets. But I don't wish, you know what's crazy? I don't wish bad on those people. The ones that wish me bad, I don't wish bad on them. You know, and I won't allow myself to have hate in my heart, if that makes sense. No matter what you did to me, I can say, man, I hate that motherfucker. But I'll say it to myself. Or I'll say it to a friend like, I hate this motherfucker, man. But not like hate, just that I hate what you did. I hate that you did this that led us to this scenario, if that makes sense. Because I don't hate nobody. I don't wish bad for nobody. Whatever you did to me, you got to live with that shit. Because all I'm gonna do is wish you good. We good, we ain't enemies, but I can't rock with you no more. That's all. I got a good friend who was a very good friend of mine, who I considered a confidant. He did some dumb shit one day, and it wasn't that big a deal. It was the point that he hid it from me, and I'm looking at him like, why would, if we friends, if we brothers, why would you hide that from me? So I flipped out. I flipped out on him. Later came back, apologized to him. We kicked it, had a couple drinks. I said, you know what, bro? It was my fault. I lost my temper, but I was just mad that my brother kept the secret from me. You know what I'm saying? I felt the type of way. So we pieced it out. Hadn't spoken to him in a while. I know he was going through his stuff. One day I'm in a bar and I see him. I go, yo, what's up? This motherfucker takes off, runs. And I was like, that's weird. I thought we patched everything up. I didn't want nothing for him. Never saw him again. And I was like, all right, it is what it is. I came and apologized as a man. You accepted it. If you still feel a certain way about me, cool. D Nice, shout out to you. He said, partner, I only met you a few times, but your energy is positive. You have a good heart. Keep on doing your thing. I appreciate D Nice. Appreciate that. Real talk. Thank you. Marissimo, what's good? Joe, what's up? He said, Master FlipFlop, you're a wise man. Thank you, Joe. Titus CPT said, definitely like that in Compton. You know what I'm talking about, Type. Shout out to my man, Type, man. My brother always pulling up. You know what I'm talking about. That hood mentality is I don't trust nobody. You know, unfortunately, that's just what, and I don't always mean to throw that out there, hood mentality. But if you from the hood, you understand what I'm talking about. For those ain't from the hood, I know you don't understand, and it's hard to understand. But at any given moment, someone can take you out, and usually someone you know. That's just how it was back in the hood. And so we just didn't trust each other. You know, you'll see us together all the time. But in the back, and I'm not just in the back in both of our minds. And you know what's crazy? Me and my boys would have these conversations together. So yeah, I said the TV's in my car. We'll be in the car watching the DVD, drinking, talking, and then it would come up. It's like, isn't it crazy how we have so much love for each other, but we still have animosity because we're worried about each other? You dig what I'm saying? We would have those combos, and we would laugh about it. Like, I love you, bro, but I don't know, you may turn on me one day. So, you know what I'm saying? Daryl, shout out to you. Was running your life like a doormat man at a speakeasy. Don't know you can't get in. Ms. Melena said, Flip, you can tell the chat first time meeting you. Appreciate it. That's my dude right there. Oh, so here go Devon. Hold on. This is a very good friend of mine. He said, I never kicked the back end of the CFO dude. Never, ever. And when homie business closed, you never heard me talk that. I don't wish nobody bad. I don't wish nobody business closed. I don't wish nobody failure. I don't have any animosity towards anybody. So even when old boy business closed, he's talking about, I didn't want that. I never, people hit me, oh no, you happy about that? No, I'm not. I'm not happy about it. Did I know it was going to happen? I know business, but I'm not happy about it. Never. Do you know I actually got people mad at me because that business closed? Certain relationships got messed up because they felt I was doing my best to get that person closed. What they didn't know is I was sending people his way. I was like, you know Miami Bar? Go upstairs. I was sending people there. I just said, enjoy. I don't rock with it. Never once did I say, don't go to somebody's business. I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. And that's why it bugs me out, because people don't really know me, but they'll say these things about me. And I'll be like, you ain't never once heard me wish bad on nobody. I just said, I can't rock with them. That's that. Joe said, I'm curious, are you a Libra? It seems you need balance. Actually, I'm a Scorpio, November 18th. That's where the aggression comes from, in my opinion. Tyson, either you're a giver or a taker. Very rarely is it igualmente, yet I'd much rather be a giver. I'm a giver. That's just what I am. And honestly, I don't mind takers, because without takers, there wouldn't be givers. I couldn't be a giver if there were no takers. I just hate the takers that only take. Take, and take some more. That's the people I don't like. You know, you need takers to have givers. But I don't like the people that only take and don't give nothing back. Like, you ain't gotta give back to me, but pay it forward. Shout out to the bro here the other day. He had an issue with his card. He needed bus fare. He's on Cash App me $10. I said, bro, you on Cash App me $10. Here's $10. Go back home, be safe. He said, no. Oh, I can Cash App. I said, yeah. You ain't, I ain't gonna let you Cash App me $10. Like, that's just a waste. We're wasting each other's time right now. I'll give you $10. He went and said, well, you know what? Can I get some more money out of you? I'll Cash App you. Okay, cool. Boom. But he was surprised I was giving it to him. I was like, bro, it's $10. You just told me you gotta get home. Go home. What am I stressing for? I told him, pay it forward. Someone's gonna need $10 one day. Give it to them. Uncle Rob, shout out to you. Devon said, I don't trust the toll workers. Just said, yeah, that business didn't last a year, but the location, great location. Shout out to RH. His karma caught up with him. That's why his business closed. Bro, and this is my thing. I don't want to beat a dead horse. This is my thing. I tell you guys, even though I got my dark driver right now, I'm going through what I'm going through. I still try to be positive. I try. And I keep positive energy. I don't wish, no matter how much, what do you say? I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me, sticks to you. That's how I live. So everything people wish on me bounces right off of me because that positive energy sends it right back. I don't wish bad on nobody because I see what negative energy does. I see what negative energy brings. I know the devil. Like I said, when people tell you certain things, you got to be careful. They may be telling you the truth, but the timing might not be right. The devil's on your shoulder like, you heard that shit? You can't do that. You got to step back and be subjective, objective. And like I said, I'm giving you this advice. I don't listen to myself. I snap. What the hell? You know what I'm saying? But the devil's in the details. He's always on your shoulder trying to get you to do the wrong thing. You feel me? Always. It's all about decisions you make. Unfortunately, all right, I'll bring you another point if I get back to the comments. So I was in Colombia. Like I said, I'll give you all personal shit. You guys know I don't sleep. So if you ever see me in Roomba, it's happened in Roomba a couple times, I'm outside in the club. I may doze off. I may just be in the club, and that's why I try not to sit down. I may doze off. Some of you see me in Roomba sleep. It is what it is. I sleep an hour, 2 hours a day. So while you guys are napping, I'm up. If you ever on my WhatsApp, you see my statuses, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them when I'm up. Unfortunately, I have bad sleeping habits. So I'll be drinking, and if I get too comfortable in my chair, I'll doze off for 20 minutes. It's normal. For me, it's normal. And my guys know it's normal. Hey, he took a nap. He don't sleep. So I'm in Colombia a while ago with the group. I doze off. As I doze off, my boys are playing around. Some girls are there, and a girl sits on my lap. Now, clearly I'm sleeping. But here's why I say it's hard to trust certain people. Someone in Paradiselyfe, in the main Paradiselyfe group, and we can't figure out who it is because there's so many guys, but I kind of know who's who, but there's a couple people that you may think they're one person, but they're not. And shout out to Sam. He told me, he was like, bro, there's some people in your own group that don't fuck with you. They just want to be there to see what you're doing. I respect that. So someone went and sent my girl at the time a picture of me sleep with this girl on my lap. So the first thing I said was, well, okay. First off, that's a rat bastard for doing some shit like that and sending it to you. Number one. Number two, you could clearly see that I'm asleep. I'm passed out. I'm like this, girl's on my lap. What's the big? I'm asleep. I can't control what someone else does. I'm sleeping. I said I woke up and left. I don't even know who the girls were. Now, the funny part about that situation was this person. The only where them pictures was in the Paradiselyfe group. So this person took it, decided to hit my girl up, and send it to her, and be like, "Well, if I was your man, I wouldn't do those things." Devon, you don't remember all that? If I was your man, I wouldn't do those things. The same, I think it's the same poem dude, Brad. You know, I think he should carry himself better because he has a woman like you. All this sucker shit. Funny part about it was she was mad at me, but she was laughing at the dude thinking he's gonna smash her by trashing me. She just kept getting the info. Yeah, oh, he's over there, he's doing that, okay. And she told me, she was like, I don't care about this clown sending me this shit. It's the fact that why is he sending it to me? Why is I seeing my boyfriend looking like this? She said, he's stupid for thinking he gonna get sex out of me for showing me pictures. Good job, Brad. But shit like that. But then someone told me something the other day, and it makes perfect fucking sense. Remember the Joker in Batman? The Heath Ledger Joker? Where they said some people just want to see the world burn, no rhyme or reason. They just want to fuck shit up. There's some people with nothing better in their hands just to say, let me sprinkle some dirt on Greg. Let me try to fuck with Greg today. Let me holler at this girl, tell her something. First off, she shouldn't be listening. But like I said, in Dominican Republic, words mean more than anything. But let me fuck with him. He's too happy. Let me mess with that. No reason at all. The motherfucker that lied on me recently, the same situation. No rhyme or reason or benefit. You didn't benefit. Even the other person who lied on me didn't benefit at all. No benefits. Just lied. You dig what I'm saying? So it makes you look at people and be like, if you're willing to do that for no apparent reason, what are you willing to do if I make you mad? What are you willing to do if I piss you off? What if you do if I bark on you? Because you did me dirty just cause the sun came up. Shit like that. Let me catch you with these comments here. Press Break TV. He said business close. Yeah, that's just, but like I said, I didn't wish that, but I predicted it. Only because I know business. He said, why you don't trust the toll worker? CBT said, I got to start this over because the dark driver sounds like the show from hell. That's when I'm going through my thing with my head. I call it the dark driver. Yeah, D, you don't remember that shit? Blade Runner said that's some cold-blooded. And look, cold-blooded for no reason. And gain nothing by doing it. That's my biggest problem with haters. My biggest problem with people who are insecure. Bo got a saying, and I love it. Don't let my confidence trigger your insecurity. I love that saying. It's not my fault you're insecure. You literally tried to mess up my shit for no reason other you just don't want to see me happy. We don't know each other like that. We don't hang together. But for no other reason, just to be like, nah, that nigga too happy right there. I'm about to drop a dime on that fool. You know what I'm saying? King Sam said facts. Facts are like moles and rat. Yeah, shit is weird. All groups have moles and rat. Every group. There's not a single group without it. Don't think it is. So this is something I learned. This goes back to the Facebook days, Facebook groups. It's something I learned. You got to deal with it. Unfortunately, you have to deal with it. Jay so said, damn, Flip, might do some vetting with me. It's hard to vet because you don't know who it is. We don't know who it is. Oh, we've been trying. We done kicked out 40-something people over a period of time. It's just that you don't know who the real person is. You think Brad, being the coward he is going to be man enough to say, hey, yo, it's me, son. I did it. I wanted to smash your chick. You think he got the heart to do that? No. Brad's hiding in the shadows, being Brad. His name's not even really Brad. Brad's doing Brad things. You know, I'll be looking up on the dresses in the bathroom. Brad's being Brad. You think he won't come and say, yo, son, I did that. I confess. Yeah, right. Brad's a coward. Dudes like that are cowards. And you know what's funny with that? A coward dies 1,000 deaths. You know why they say that? Because you relive your cowardly moments over and over and over again. That comes from that's the saying. I believe. Don't quote me. I believe it comes from wartime in the Roman era, during the Roman Empire era, when they would go to war. And, you know, you had a lot of dudes who literally became adults and were only soldiers. They never actually had a woman, never did nothing in their life but be a soldier. You dig what I'm saying? That's all they know is being soldiers. So sometimes they would look and there'd be hundreds of thousands of men in front of them and they were scared. But here's the problem. If we're all soldiers, we fight and we die together. But if you leave and run, you become a coward, I got to fight more men. You risking my life. So a coward dies 1,000 deaths because he has to live with that cowardly moment every day, knowing he costs others their lives. Now, I might be wrong where it came. I believe it came from the Roman Empire. But a coward dies 1,000 deaths. In the movie Sparta, where he said, they said, well, someone sold this and that. And he said, no, Troy. It was Troy. Where he said, I wouldn't do that. And Achilles was like, that's why no one ever remember your name. 1 second. Fucking lights went out. Tuesday. Give me a second. Hopefully the live is still there. Every Tuesday lights go out. Should come back on the second. So yeah, he said, and Achilles said, that's why no one remember your name. You're a coward. There we go. Marcel, what's good with you? Devon said, told workers be acting like they can't count. Give me my Christian. Devon said, it's going to be someone at all the functions. Yeah, Sam said that. Sam said that. Sam said, he said, believe it or not, Brad is somebody you know. He said, Brad is somebody you kick it with. And that's, which is why I've decided to minimize my conversation, personal conversations. I'll talk to you guys here, I'll vent to you guys here, but minimize my personal conversations as far as to people I don't rock, like I rock with you, but you may be running back with my information type shit. Because I've seen it. Someone once called me one time and told me about a conversation I had, and I was like, what? Made up. Cambia HD2 y cambia el número 2 para 861. Caja número 2. Lights go out and all my TVs go crazy. There we go. Yes, dude. People are weird. Hey, Rome in the building. What's good with you? Yeah, people are weird. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but I'm realizing I just can't trust people. You know, I'm getting to the point now where número 2, HD2. I'm getting to the point now where it's weird because strangers, or not, I say strangers, people I've never actually met before, or just recently met, have treated me better than people I've known for years. What their intentions are, I can't say. Maybe it's just love. People say I'll change their life. I feel great about that. Thank you. But at the same time, people who I've just gotten to know or just met have done better by me than the people I've known for years. And it's weird. It's weird. Thank you. You know, I got that arrogant attitude of nobody's stupid enough to cross me. Okay. Nobody's stupid enough to cross me. Boy, was I wrong. When Southside Flip retired, motherfucker just started testing me left and right. Left and right. And it's one of them things I just wasn't used to. I wasn't used to people talking about me, trying me. Can I tell you something? If you guys don't want to believe, you don't have to believe me. Somebody sends me a message, a voice note, or walks up to this bar to talk to me 3 times a day, telling me someone was talking about me. 3 times a day. Now, most of the time they don't tell me who, because they don't want to get involved in that. But they be like, yo, I can't believe motherfuckers talk about you like that. And I go, it's nothing, bro. It ain't shit. You know? It ain't shit. Shout out to Blame It on My Boogie. He said, I'm not to be trusted. I ate your tuna sandwich before lunch. Shout out to Young Jay. Appreciate her. Let me get her in. I got you in as a mod now, Young Jay. Make sure you shout out your salon. Young Jay just opened up a salon in Sosua. I got to go by there and get me a foot massage and a pedicure soon enough. And you damn sure ate that tuna sandwich, huh? He said it's not weird. It's called real love, honest way. Well, not the people that show me love, Aaron. I'm not those. I'm talking about the people. What's weird to me is the people who know me for a long time, claim they got mad love for me, love me, this and that, who act funny towards me. Those people I'm talking about are weird. The people who show me love, I appreciate that. Like, that's love. You know what I'm saying? One of my good friends sent me last night. He even said it. We don't talk that much, but I still consider him a friend. First thing he said is, I said, I don't know what you're going through. I don't have to know. You don't got to tell me shit. He said, but I want you to make sure you all right. He said, you bring some of the best experience out of people. He said, everybody that knows you has a great time. You've improved people's lives and experiences. He said, you keep doing what you're doing. And I was like, thank you. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? King Sam left me a message one day that blew my mind. I don't know if he wants to repeat it, so I won't, because, you know, it was personal. But at the same time, that blew my mind because he was 100% right in what he said. Atlanta Gilmore, Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, we doing it. We doing it. You know, we appreciate that little Sunday service on the Taco Tuesday, I guess, right? I woke up yesterday saying, damn, I don't know. And if you was on my Instagram, you on my WhatsApp, I don't know if I can trust anybody anymore. Because if the people around you that you genuinely care about, that you think care about you, if they willing to trash you, if they willing to tell things about you, if they willing, I'm taking my wrench back. If they really come to you and stab you in the back, what would the person I don't know do? What would the person I don't know do? And just remember, I want you to remember this. Turn the TV up. If anyone ever has anything bad to say about me, just stop them and ask them what I did to them. No one can tell you I did nothing to them. You know what they can tell you? Well, I heard. I heard universe. Remember that? Well, I heard. Well, he just don't seem like a nice guy. I think I'm gonna stop being nice and start being, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop being good and start being nice. You know? Because being good is one thing, being nice is different. Because being good, I gotta be good to everybody. Being nice, I just gotta be nice to you. If that makes sense. King says, congrats on you. Yeah, shout the Blaming on the Boogie, aka Young J. I'm about to take that wrench back. She ate that whole. You gonna tell me about the tuna sandwich and eat it? And by the way, Young J got a. You know, remember Batman, the old Batman TV show, where Batman had the utility belt. My favorite Batman episode. If you watch my channel, you know my favorite Batman episode ever. Batman. My episode of favorite. I'm getting tongue tied. My favorite episode of Batman ever. Excuse me. Got tongue tied. I know what I wanted to say. I couldn't say it. Is where Batman had. They were in the middle. They were on a buoy. They got stuck in the ocean chasing somebody, and sharks came. The worst looking sharks in the world. There was no CGI back then, and Batman. They're holding on to the buoy. Is Batman and Robin? They're stuck in the middle ocean, and sharks is coming. And Batman said, "Robin, reach down and hand me my trusty shark repellent." I said, "This nigga got shark repellent? Batman, he had an idea one day there may be a shark, and he had shark repellent in his utility belt." That's what Young J got. Young J got a utility purse. Sandwiches, knives, mace, fire extinguishers, all in a purse. Let me tell you something. First off, I was a kid when it happened, and in my mind, when Robin reached for the utility belt and grabbed shark repellent, first thing I said is bullshit. But later I was like, yo, that's so dope, because what the fuck got shark repellent? But I was a smart kid. But in my mind, I was like, yo, that's the dopest thing in the world. And he pulled it out, and it was a Lysol can that said shark repellent, and they sprayed the sharks and got rid of them. If someone has that episode, send it to me. I swear to God, I'm gonna post that shit on Instagram. He's like, Robin, reach down and grab my shark repellent. I got you, Batman. And yeah, it was shh, and the sharks, it repelled them. I swear to God. I remember saying to myself, Batman, you full of shit. But then I was like, yo, yeah, that's dope. Like, I'm trying to be sarcastic. Yo, that's so dope, shark repellent. Batman just knew one day he gonna fight the shark. Batman utility belt has something for everything. When the Joker had everybody on the laugh gas, let me get my trusty laugh gas potion. He had it all. But the shark repellent was number one to me, because who the fuck has a? And remember, the utility belt was mad small. The can spray was this big. That's what God. He's like, shh, shh, shh. I wish I could spray some of these fake motherfuckers to get them out of it. King Sam, pass me my fake Negro shark repellent. I'm a fake Negro repellent. Shh, shh. Hold on. Hey, listen, hey, Roman, my bro. Carmen would definitely get them. That's why I say I don't really stress it. It bothers me because if I fuck with you, I fuck with you. Oh, I missed saying what I was gonna say earlier. I'm gonna catch you in the comments. So years ago, I told one of my people, a dude who I consider a very good friend. He hit me and he said, yo, niggas is talking mad shit about you over there. I said, well, time out, my dude. Why they feel comfortable talking shit to you? You not holding me down? You didn't tell them, yo, shut the fuck up or say it to that man's face? I consider you family. Like, I would do it. If someone mentioned you, I would do it. I'd check him quick. He was like, you know what, bro? Yo, you right. I should have checked that shit instead of just listening. I was like, if a motherfucker walk up to me or text me talking shit about you, and I rock with you, first thing I'm gonna do is like, dead that. We don't do that, man. Talk to that man. Tell him directly. Tell him how you feel. Let's have a powwow. But you sat there and let motherfuckers talk about it. Now, like I said, a couple of my homies recently said, yo, I nipped that shit in the bud. I ain't nobody, you gonna talk about G. He been nothing to me. And I respect that. Now, I ain't telling you go punch somebody in the face. I'm just saying, if we rock out, shit, nobody be talking bad about me. Especially if they don't have any proof of something I've done. They don't have anything like saying, yeah, he did this. So yeah, Gold Star Salon in Sosua, the Ed Norte Plaza, full service salon with services for men and women, no happy endings, my type of salon. Pampered King package for the kings, and she has an IG right there, Gold Star _ Sosua. Big shout to Young Jay. Reggie BX, peace to you, brother. Teodoro Teddy in the building. Yeah, a lot of haters. Jack Rabbit, word up. And I hope everybody having a good time on Taco Tuesday. Dennis Strong says, are you showing the UFC on Saturday? As long as it's not too late, I will stay open. We had that last fight go to like damn near 3 in the morning. And you a self-proclaimed Girl Scout? And yes, she did have a filet of fish sandwich on her purse too. Daryl, there you go. Holy hater spray, Batman. Thank you, Daryl. He's like, give me the hater spray. That's weird. That shit weird as hell. But I don't know. You guys give me your opinions. Am I just paranoid because of my dark driver? Or am I really seeing things for what they are, where I feel I can't trust a lot of people? I'm saying everybody. Even though I got to have that mindset of don't trust DTA. Don't trust anybody. DTA. Don't trust anybody. That was always my motto. But as I got older and mature a little bit, it's like, hey, you know, you start to tend to trust people. Because you start to think, well, they wouldn't do me wrong, right? Early predictions, Davis Garcia. I got Tank all day, baby. I think Tank gonna knock Garcia out. Especially after he talked all this gangster shit. And big shout out to my boy Polo. I'm just gonna say, Flip, I'm mad at you because those wings so damn good. That's cool. Be mad at that. Be mad at that, but I worked for that. That took time. And you know what the funny part is? So everybody business is wings. Everybody, you know, it's follow the leader in this town. I didn't say my wings were the best. You guys did. After 2 years being open, that's where the home of the famous wings came from. Because I kept hearing, yo, these wings are fucking amazing. I had people running out their chairs. Still to this day it happens. People jumped out their chairs. Yo, what did you do with these wings? How'd they get this way? I didn't say they were the best. You guys did. And that's when I started promoting it. You know what? One thing I can say is my wings are the bomb. You dig? Ah, damn, my back. You dig? So at the end of the day, it wasn't me just going out saying I got the best wings. Once enough people said the wings were so good, I ran with the slogan. Other businesses open up, say, our wings are the best. You've been open 2 months. Who told you? How many customers told you your wings are the best? It took me 2 years to say my wings are the best. All because I kept hearing it over and over and over again. You dig? Dennis, no. Not the places I know. You can't bet on boxing, unfortunately. No, I wasn't. I don't think it was that. I think it was the last Davis fight. What was the fight that went to like 3 in the damn morning? No, tight. I just got my bracket. I'm gonna fill out my ESPN bracket and this bracket probably tomorrow. I just got my bracket, bro. Shout out to coach. He just brought me some brackets. I haven't gone over the brackets yet, so I don't even know what's going on. But I'm gonna look at it. I think that's gonna be a great fight, but Davis too much. So by the way, what did I see? Stayed home the other day, did a movie day. Knock on the cabin. Knock on the cabin. Let's go. Cabin, not cabin. With Knock on the Cabin with Batista. Great fucking movie. Out of this world. I saw Creed 3. Okay. At this point, every Rocky movie is the same to me. They're all the same. I'm gonna beat you up. You're gonna beat me up, and we're gonna fight. And I'm gonna get the eye of the tiger. All they missing in Creed 3 was the eye of the tiger. That's all they were missing. Put that in there. It's every Rocky movie today. So Creed 3, Plane. I tried to watch Plane. I couldn't watch that. It got terrible. Watch some good movies. Damn, I can't remember. There's a couple new ones. I caught up on Snowfall. Franklin Sinclair losing it. He losing it. Pardon me, I haven't slept in like 2 days. Franklin Sinclair, he losing it. Let me see. I watched a couple movies. Yeah, Snowfall's fine. Knock at the Cabin was really good. It makes I'm an M. Night Shyamalan fan. A lot of people don't like him. I love his movies because it makes you think. And the wild part is, all his movies, he gives you signs. You're told what's gonna happen in the movie, but you don't pay attention to it. Every movie has signs. If you go back to The Sixth Sense, every time a ghost appeared, it was red. The doorknob was red. The room was red. The flashlight was red. The covers were red. Every time there was a ghost, it was red. He puts hints in the movie for you. You just don't pay it no mind. I'm all caught up in BMF. I'm all caught up in The Last of Us. Tyson Lemon Pepper's Fire. Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, The Cabin was good. I enjoyed it, but I enjoy all his movies. His TV show, not so much. The TV show called The Servant. First 2 seasons, awesome, really good. It started getting redundant the 3rd season. I don't know if he's writing it, because the first 2 seasons were good. You were like, oh shit, but then it started getting redundant, and I was like, I ain't watching this shit no more. But yeah, Cabin was good, definitely good, definitely good. Damn, there's so many movies. What did I watch? Last of Us is really good. I watch that every Sunday night. I'll catch it. I don't care how long I'm out. I'm watching that. Last of Us is really dope. But I didn't play the first video game, so I didn't know the story, obviously. But shout out to Ant. He said it follows the story to a T. So yeah, what I tell y'all, some funny shit just right before I got on live. Classicos is redoing their sign. I'm not saying it means anything. I don't know, but they're redoing their sign right now. My boy's actually doing the work for them. So it was on the status. I'm like, what's going on over there? He said, yo, we fixing the sign up. I'm like, don't take my word for it. I'm not trying to spread no rumors. I'm just saying. Glass was good. Glass was real good. He said the Firefly is dead. Hey, if you didn't see it, I ain't gonna spoil it for you. But if you remember, at the beginning of the show, the first 2 episodes, first 3 episodes, they go. What's the main character's name? I call him the Mandalorian. The Mandalorian, and he plays the Mandalorian as well. Yeah, Service Joe and Apple. First 2 seasons were great. After that, it lost me. Or maybe I just got disinterested. The dude who plays the Mandalorian, that's the main character in that. If you go by the first 3 episodes, first 3, they talk about how many people he killed to survive, and it says it. He killed a lot of people. He's ashamed of it, but he had to kill people to survive. So he's got that dog in him to kill motherfuckers. He don't want to do it, but he will. If you notice, he survives everything he's been through. Because at the beginning of the zombies, he had to kill a lot of motherfuckers, and not just the dead. He had to kill people who was trying to steal from him and all that. So, he showed you what he was capable of. So he said, I can't believe I started watching Survive. I don't watch Survive. I think I watched the first episode. Lance in the building. What's good with you? Shout out to the bro, Lance. So yes, I watched some good movies, man. Some good movies. There was one, I can't remember the name of it. Really weird movie too, but it was actually pretty good. I forgot. Yeah, I forgot. But it was a really, really good movie. I watched a lot of movies. Creed, damn. I didn't write it down what I watched. I thought I would remember. Is what it is. Matter of fact, let me look this up so I can tell you guys. It's gonna stick on my brain. It's gonna stick on my brain until I say it. If he's not an anchor in that lineup, the way he was at different points last year, the ball facility is going to come up short of expectations. Okay, I didn't watch these, but I saw these movies. I didn't watch House Party. I heard it was trash. Damn, I ain't seen none of these movies. It's a lot of new movies out. Damn, that's crazy. Oh, that's old. You know what I love? Those Indian movies, the Hindu movies. I tried to watch Winnie the Pooh. I watched Cocaine Bear. Oh, man. You know what the wildest part about Cocaine Bear is? It's a true story. And when I tell you this was a good movie, see, the thing with Cocaine Bear is, one of my mans say he didn't like it. It takes place in the 80s. So you got to think, this is the 80s. We don't know. There's no social media. We don't know what we know now. And Cocaine Bear was really fucking good. That bear was wild out. That bear had. Oh no, I gotta check that. You're right. Shout out to my man Kim. I gotta check Golf Hall the Harlem out. Thank you. You reminded me. Cocaine Bear was a good movie. Place Behind the Pines was a good movie, but was it slept on? It won a lot of awards. Didn't it win some awards? I told you my favorite movie I thought was slept on. 2 movies. Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. I thought that was a great fucking movie. And damn, I can't remember the name of this movie. Romeo is Bleeding, not Romeo is Dead. That's a different. Romeo is Dead is a different movie. Romeo is Bleeding. And not Romeo Must Die. Romeo Must Die is DMX. Romeo is Bleeding. That's a hell of a movie. Those are old. Those are the 90s. That and Things to Do in Denver When You're Dead. Very underrated. Really good fucking movies. And there's one of my favorites I just saw the other day, which I really like. Before the Devil Knows You're Dead. That's good too. There's a lot of movies that some of you never heard of. But that's why I watch mad different shit. What else? I don't see nothing else on here. I didn't watch Scream. I probably won't. 65. That's the movie I wanted to tell y'all. And yeah, I tried to watch Winnie the Pooh, but it won't work. 65. No, tight. Cocaine Bears dope. You'll like it. It's really dope. Especially when you realize in the 80s, cocaine was just everywhere. But it's wild because this fucking bears ape shit. You gotta watch it though. Very good movie. And it's a true story. Like, it's really a true story. It really happened. 65. Where the dude lands on Earth 65 million years ago. They go through some time warp or some shit. It was good, but the quality of my movie wasn't that great. It was recorded, it was bootleg. But yeah, it's an old movie type. Romeo is Bleeding. 65 was really fucking good. The best part about it, you gotta watch it. Kung Fu Hustle's on Netflix. Just saying, since we talking about, I watched Kung Fu Hustle. 65 was good. I enjoyed it. Only thing with it, I gotta get a better copy of it. I don't see nothing else I watch. There's a couple movies I just kept watching movies. Okay, I don't know. There was definitely I watched a few movies, but it is what it is. I don't remember. Oh, Romeo is bleeding. Hot right up. Look, Google's the devil. Romeo is bleeding. Really good movie. Dirty cops, gangsters, but it's crazy. You gotta watch that. And then let me find the other one. Things to do in Denver when you did. To do. Oh, Google, you listen to me? There you go. Pull that up. Things to do in Denver when you did. Really good movies. Now they're in the early '90s, so you got to put yourself back in that you know. You be like, where's the cell phones? Why nobody taking a selfie? You got to put yourself back in my house. But very very good movie. I'm a movie guy. Someone told me I should do my own movie review channel. I said, no, I'm good. I ain't got time for that. I'll do my reviews on my live. Top 3 all-time favorite TV shows is gonna sound stupid to you, but I don't care. These are my TV shows and my TV shows only. I'm gonna start at 3 and go to 1. Number 3 is Alf. Straight up and down. Number 2 is it's all right. Number 2, I have 2. I can't lie. Number 2 is Different Strokes and Facts of Life. That's why I got them both number 2, because they were almost the same. They were almost the same TV show, in my opinion. Teaching you lessons, da da da. Number 1, and it's gonna fuck you up, but I'm telling you, I love this show until it went off the air. I mean, I watched it in black and white. I Love Lucy. Don't ask me why. I just watched that show. See Ricky Ricardo? I watched that show when it was in black and white. I just love the show. I have no idea why. I still don't. Even my grandmother, I remember my grandmother was like, you watch I Love Lucy? I was like, yeah, I really do. I could watch reruns of I Love Lucy to this day. To this day. The Jukes, I gotta check that out. Right into the Cosby Show. Cosby Show was good. We grew up on that. But when it comes to my favorites, that wasn't one of my favorites. But yeah, those are my favorite. Alf, I love Shan Brown, what's up with you? Alf, I just loved it. I thought it was a dope concept, an alien living with a family. Kind of like Harry and the Hendersons, kind of the same show, really. But bro, I Love Lucy. I grew up on that shit. Remember, I was on punishment a lot. I got in trouble a lot. So when I had my own TV show, when I had my own TV, I Love Lucy was always on. I just watched it. He said, leave it to me. My mom's like Happy Days a lot. She's out to Just. My mom's like, well, no, The Wire is good, but The Wire was short-lived. See, you talk about favorite TV shows. Yes, now we talking about crime TV shows. The Wire, Sopranos is my favorite. But we talking about TV shows, right? The Wire only lasted a few seasons. It was a story being told, and that was it. Sopranos was only a few seasons. It was a story being. Oh, they each had 5-6 seasons. It was a story being told. I'm talking about a show that lasted damn near 20 seasons. You know what I'm saying? Honeymooners, I used to watch it. Jesus Christ. Flash Photography, I used to watch all 3 shows. Honeymooners came on at midnight all the time. I love Good Times but I didn't grow up on Good Times. I was watching the Good Times reruns. So I remember it was a different era. It was the 70s. So I wasn't on the Good Times like live, like fresh, the brand new shows. Martin, one of my favorite shows. In Living Color, one of my favorite shows. But those are my top 3 because they lasted long, and I loved watching. I could relate in that day and time. Well, Devon, here's the thing with the Sicario. The Sicario is 2 different stories. Okay, I don't think a lot of people realize that. The first Sicario, and remember, the Sicario is Benicio del Toro. That's him. He's the Colombian, could do whatever the fuck he wants. They killed his wife and family. So the CIA lets him do whatever he wants. The first Sicario, they're going after the drug cartel. That's the first one, okay? The second Sicario, they're trying to get to one of the guys by his daughter, but his daughter really got kidnapped. It wasn't just them. She really got kidnapped. Then they did it. Then they went acting like they saved her. Well, first she got kidnapped, then they kidnapped her from the kidnappers and acted like they were the new kidnappers. And then Benicio del Toro came and acted like he saved her. And they were trying to get the drug cartel guy. So it's two separate stories, but the first one is all Benicio del Toro infiltrating the cartel, and I'm trying to shut down the operation to stateside. The second one is really about them infiltrating this one cartel using the girl, but the girl really got kidnapped before they got to her. That was the crazy shit about the situation. She actually did get kidnapped, and they went and re-kidnapped her, acting like it was, acting like they did it first, and then acting like they saved her. That was wild. He said the monkeys. Oh man. CPT, one of my greatest TV shows was The Greatest American Hero. Dope show. Oh, Chief Justice Benny Hill. I used to love some Benny Hill. Remember that? Family Matters is dope. Parent House. Family Ties. We can go back. Used to love Fame. Tights. Rest in peace to sis. Yes, she had great taste. I love Lucy. You know what it was? I Love Lucy, which is a good show. It was good comedy. It was genuinely funny. Lucy was a trip. She married a Puerto Rican Cuban, whatever he was, and Ricky. They had great neighbors. You know what I'm saying? It was all just fun and games. And as much as they got along, as much as they disliked each other, they got along. So it was just life. Honestly, with I Love Lucy, I could relate to that more than most shows, because it was business. If you go watch I Love Lucy, we all had that life. You got your nosy neighbors, but you love them. Your friends and family, but they nosy. They ain't your business. You see the husband and wife, they want to do things, but you can't tell them everything. You want to keep your secrets. It's life. I was never into Matlock or Murder, She Wrote. My grandmother was. I just personally couldn't get into it. Yeah, it sounds like Sosa. I enjoy both Sicarios too. Yeah, you gotta just take. All right, you gotta separate them, because they're not. It's not like a part two is following part one. It's an entirely different movie in part two. It just has the same characters. So when you do part two, you're like, yeah, John Wick has got to do this. We know what's about to happen. Part two was a totally different story. They already did that in part one. Part two was a brand new story with the same characters. They could have made a whole nother movie with it. He said, don't leave a credit card around Al Fax. Dallas in the building, Texas Rays, what up? Never got into Twin Peaks. X-Files, one of my favorite shows of all time. Definitely is number 5. I got to put Living Color number 4 if we do the top 5. And Living Color by number 4. I don't want to bother the girls. They're working. X-Files is number 5. And Living Color over Martin. Because the Living Color was just... Remember, hold on. If we around the same age, are you close? Más Malo, por favor? Or the same age, right? Remember, Living Color came on Sunday. And Living Color came on Sunday. If you did not know what happened on Sunday night and you came to school on Monday, you couldn't talk to nobody. Because the whole Monday, everybody's like, did you see that? Did you see a firefighter? Bill, all that? You saw that? Oh, my God. If you didn't see the show Sunday night, you was like this. That seemed funny. Shut up. You didn't see the show. You had to be home to watch the Living Color. Otherwise, you had nothing to talk about on Monday. Tell me I'm lying about that. Sam Finna said I used to love that show. Shan Brown said I went to school with Leroy Brother. That's what's up. Thank you. Yes, Mike Tyson had a cartoon. Remember Saturday Cartoon Sundays? Saturday Cartoon Sundays. Cartoon Saturdays. Super Friends, all that shit. Fred Sanford, yep. He said, Matt, like when I was in trouble, my girl got to have a little I Love Lucy and a goofy and funny. Yeah, trust me. And honestly, Lucy was just now, obviously, I don't know her, but Lucy was a great person overall. She just seemed like a good person, like a person you would like to be your aunt. You know what I'm saying? You like your mom to be like her. You like your sister to be like your girlfriend to be like her. She's a nice person. I definitely love The Sopranos. Sopranos was dope. Fantasy Island, one of my favorite shows. Was never a huge Magnum PI fan, but I watched it. Huge Miami Vice fan all day long. 21 Jump Street. That became like the new Miami Vice for me. Yeah, then it moved to Thursdays. You know, never, yo, bro. I never got into Dallas. My people's. I never got into it. I never got into it. You know what it was, bro? I didn't want to see, like, Different Strokes was different because he adopted 2 black boys. I didn't want to see rich people on TV. I didn't really care how rich people live. Remington still good shit, Just. I didn't want to see how rich people live. It just wasn't. Jesus Christ. MASH came on at 11 o'clock at night. That was one of my good shows only because my mom's watched it. So I was forced once in a while. And it came on every night, Channel 5, 11 p.m. Right? I'm sorry, 11:30 p.m. right after the news. 30-minute news, then MASH. So yeah, I was always up, so I kind of watched MASH. And that was on the 18. Jesus Christ, I love the 18. I wasn't a wolf. Good show though. Remember the 18? Dang. They messed the movie up. I see what they try to do in the movie. They messed it up. They should not do a movie 18. They should do a TV show 18. So we can get to know the characters. Because when you saw the movie, you knew who they were supposed to be, but you didn't get to know them. There was no personalization with them. With the 18, we knew the characters. We knew Mr. T. We knew Face, which is they called me Face. You know what I'm saying? B.A. Barack. We knew those. One by you, boy. What's up, brother? Say how much of the rooms for the mansion. Hit me up. I'll send you the information. Hit me up on the email. Oh shit. Hit me up on the email. He said Vampire in Brooklyn is top 5. All right, hold on. Vampire in Brooklyn is. I'm gonna put my email right now. Vampire in Brooklyn is a hood classic. That's like Friday. I think I own 5 or 6 Fridays. As far as you know, the VHS and the DVD. Back in my day, damn, I'm not that old. Yo, what's up, man? Back in those days, I had to have a Nas CD at all times, or a tape. Then if I had my Walkman or disc player, a Nas tape or CD at all times, Illmatic at all times. I told you I must have had 20 of them. People kept taking it because I played it every day. A Nas Illmatic CD or cassette tape, whatever was easier. And I had to have Friday at all times. Oh, and Dawn of the Dead. The old Dawn of the Dead. Because that was back in the 90s. So if someone came to the crib and they took it or it was misplaced like that, I went and bought another one right away. Wait a minute, we going back now. Shit. Yeah, it was like 11. I know it was after the news. So like 11:30 midnight. MASH was on late. Tight said facts. I saw a movie with Lucy as an old homeless woman, and it was sad. Yeah, look, yo, shit. She had her chops in some movies, but she was really a TV personality. Come on. So for you guys on the East Coast, I can't speak on you West Coast guys. I don't know. For you guys on the East Coast, you woke up. I don't know what time. I woke up at 6:30 every morning. You woke up, turned the TV on. You about to get ready for school. All right. Zoobly Zoo. Zoobly Zoo. That was the morning. Remember the morning cartoons? Captain Planet every day. Let our powers combine. Captain Planet. I want to fuck Captain Planet up, but I watch it every day. Zoobly Zoo, Captain Planet, and there's another one with the animals. I forgot what that one was. But the morning cartoons to get you ready to go to school, and then when you came home, it was DuckTales, a bunch of them Disney shows. But yeah, man, bring us back. Tight said, "Damn, you never remember Ray Charles singing America," and yes. That's when it was. Oh, bro, that's when. Do y'all remember the national anthem at night? Now we're talking back in the early '80s, and I say to the early '90s, where there was only a few channels. If you had WHT, you had cable, one channel. Well, that's the only channel I knew about. I didn't know about satellite, all that shit. There was no like cable channels like that. We had like 5 channels, and at a certain time, that shit cut off. or America, come on. You see the national anthem, the flag waving, and And it's time to go to bed. Because ain't no more shows coming back on until 5 in the morning. Them motherfuckers really had no TV at all for 5 hours. That was wild. I could imagine what would happen nowadays if TV stations shut down at 1 in the morning. He said, I am old, right? Back in my day, Braveheart, great movie. So Vegas Sports, and shout out to you, but said, don't forget Fat Albert cartoon. Definitely after, my bad. Fat Albert after school cartoons. Also, remember the after school specials? I'm gonna blow your mind, son. You may not remember. Remember the don't do drugs, don't do steroids, don't do cocaine, don't do crack. It was always the after school special with a message. Do you guys know that was Ben Affleck in the steroid one? You guys probably don't even realize that. The after school special where they talked about they were trying to give you examples of what not to do. It was always white people. They didn't start adding black people till later. Shout out to everybody. It was always white people in those shows, telling you what not to do, what you shouldn't do. So this particular episode was don't use steroids or something like that. That was Ben Affleck shooting himself in the butt and going crazy. That was Ben Affleck. Swear to God it was. Go and look it up. He said if Sailor Moon was on, that means I got up too early. Facts.
Y'all set up here?
Yes, sir. How you doing? Anything good? What's going on with you?
Having a good trip.
That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. You ain't leaving no time soon, right?
No.
How you doing, man?
3-4 more weeks left.
How many?
3 weeks.
Oh, you got more time, man. Okay.
Yeah,
How's everything in the house?
great. Rooftop house.
It looks nice. No, it looks really nice.
You get somebody, wanting something really nice, something.
No, I told you. What happened with my mother? She didn't come that time. My sister didn't come down.
You
So
want some kind of commission if you send something?
not at all. I want you to I want you to keep showing love to me. I should love you. I don't care about that.
Okay, well, I didn't know.
But anytime someone asks me, I make sure I pass your number on to them.
Okay.
100%.
And I will give them, most of the time I can give them, it normally rents for $400 and then maybe $500 during the high.
Got you.
I can give them half price.
You take care. As long as you take care of my guys, you good. My biggest thing is this. Well, my sister at that time, she didn't come down, but they love the spot.
Gonna jump off the rooftop.
I hope not.
Okay.
I hope not. Yeah. Cause we no, it looks really nice too. But we both might be in trouble if something happens. Yeah, hope not. Don't jump off the rooftop.
Eric watches these videos.
I watch this one crazy idiot. I watch a lot of YouTube. He does a lot of travel. His name's William Cawdy. He's got a pretty good YouTube channel. He's like a Swedish guy. But the damn fool, everywhere he goes, he does pool tricks. And like he would jump off that roof.
Oh nah, you don't want that.
Yeah, he would.
But it looks really nice. I like what you do with it. But like I said, you guys, nothing but my support. You know that. You guys have a good one, all right? Enjoy yourselves. I'm sorry, I missed the comment. Oh, remember Thundercats? I love me some Thundercats. I ain't gonna lie about it. So see, I'm young. I remember my first day coming home from school, and it was the Mighty Morphin. Yeah, Power Rangers was on that. That was an afternoon show, but ABC in my area was Channel 7 had the after school specials, and what it was just stuff to tell you don't do drugs. Like it was like a short movie, like a 45-minute movie, just showing you every kid goes through it. You don't got to do this stuff, or the dangers of doing something. Yeah, Power Rangers had a lot. Remember Dare? Yeah, there you go. He said, "I hate it." Yeah, there you go. Hold on, wait. Las Vegas Sports. There you go. Frying egg and fireman. This is your brain on drugs. It's actually not. There was a whole story. Someone did a whole thing about that. That's your brain on drugs. This is your brain. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? Here's the funny part about that, and I don't mean to laugh, but I actually knew kids who did this. That totally backfired. People were like, "My brain's like a fried egg if I take crack. Let's go." The only good thing is, for me, I grew up in the crack era, so I saw crackheads. As soon as you walk into the door, crackheads, crack vials everywhere. Like Southside was cracked out. You know what I'm saying? It didn't spread to the rest of the boroughs till little, like maybe a year later, but I was there when it fucking exploded, like a bomb dropped, and in Southside. Drugs everywhere, right? My dad was not trying to hear that. And so we was outside, you saw crackers everywhere. Like, you know, the kids, the dudes hustling right there, they gotta make their money, right? And back then it was an open drug market everywhere you went. No matter where you was, it was an open drug market. That's actually a lot of dudes got caught, they got too comfortable and just had drugs everywhere. There was no hiding it and being smooth about it. It was, yo, 2 for 5, got that. But my dad wasn't playing that. My dad knew what was going on. My dad was like, y'all ain't, he told me you don't touch no motherfucking drugs. I don't want to see you around that shit. I'm like, I see what it does to motherfuckers. Because 2 weeks ago, Tiffany was the baddest chick on the block. Now, damn, what happened to Tiffany? You know what I mean? But also, with the crack ever did, what a lot of you guys don't realize, if you didn't grow up in that era, you wasn't outside in that era, which a lot of y'all weren't. I wish I wasn't. Most of the crackheads in the early days were the actual sellers. You didn't know that. Most drug dealers use their product. They take a sample of it, try it out. Most, not everyone, but most. Just to say, yeah, this is good. So when people were seeing how happy motherfuckers was with crack, dudes was curious. They didn't know it was that addictive though. They had no idea it was that addictive. So they would take a hit. And once they took a hit, that dragon, my man used to say, that dragon got you. Little white boy, you know, he said, that dragon got you. Once you hit that stem, I swear to God, it was a funny thing. He'd be like, the dragon got you. That's what he said all the time. I'd be like, who the fuck is the dragon? Like, so a lot of them were the dealers. And they would use them because they just thought they could use it and get away with it. No big deal. Like, you know, you still go, not me. I never did cocaine in my life. You know, you still cocaine back then. You was okay. Like a lot of dudes was nothing to them. But no one knew the power that crack had. Hold up, Freestyle said, what about the crying Indian? The world come on TV early in the morning. He would be mad at all the trash that we're going to write. Yeah. Oh, shit. What was that called? What was his name? What's up? How you doing, man? Everything good? My man, Matrix Free. Yes, sir. Yes. Thank you, my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you. He damn sure brought it too. Big shout out to Matrix Free. He brought the shirt through 2X. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. I'm wearing this on Sunday. Thank you very much. Cool. I'll be out. I ain't going to it. Thank you, brother. He pulled up with the shirt. So this is going to be our Sunday service shirt right here. Put that to the side. Don't get dirty. Let me see. What was the name of that free society there? What was the crying Indian's name? He had a name. Devon said the egg in the frying pan. This is your brain. Yeah. Thomas H. What up? He said facts. Now that Ray Charles sound more like gospel facts. I never saw Braveheart the cartoon. Damn, I never saw that. Yeah, they had the dope after school special. He said my generation had BET uncut. So, yeah, listen, y'all have no idea what it's like for that TV to go off. And that was kind of like, so the TV didn't rot your brain. It was like they did it was like an agreement. Everybody cuts off. All them late night shows didn't exist. Cause I ain't got no panties on. Remember the Nelly joint? They joint was rocking. Devon had to turn the TV so moms wouldn't see it. Yeah, facts. Remember? All right, time out. Cover your ears if you're under 30 years old. Remember that you go by the porn channel, I'm talking about the real cable, and you flick it back and forth real quick, and you can catch it? Some of y'all were really good at that. Do not lie about it. I'm not the only one. You go up and down, and you almost seen the whole scene because you just take it back and forth real quick. Twilight Zone, yes, all goody. One of my favorite shows, bro. Not one of my top, but definitely one of my favorites. Rahman was good. What you was good? Flip Memorial Weekend, Super Bowl weekend. Which one's the livest? It's Sosua in next to Bailey. Yes, Sosua is right by Bailey's. It actually is part of Bailey's. Halloween's the biggest, then Super Bowl, then Memorial. So it's up to you. They're all pretty big though. Memorial's weekend. Big shout out to Marv Goddard, my bro. Big shout out to all the bros coming out. Big ticket for his weekend. It's always lit. I'll be there again this year. You know, a movie scared me straight as a kid. Kids, remember Kids? Where they showed them the kids having sex with each other and they got AIDS. Yo, remember Kids? You know what's crazy? I don't know if you remember this, Flash Photographer. They tried to ban that movie. And you know what ended up happening? I don't want to say exactly who it was. It was a senator and it was an actor. I can't remember exactly. I don't remember exactly. They tried to ban the movie Kids. And a senator and an actor got up and they said, listen, this movie may save a generation. If the people see what can really happen to you, because the movie was real. It was very realistic. It was super realistic. Kids just getting together, smashing, drinking, smoking weed, what it is, right? They got up and they said, let this movie ride so that people can see what really happens. A lot of you parents don't know that your kids are doing this. And they tried to dead that movie. I remember that shit. Because I went and watched it because I was so curious about what all the hype was about. But sure enough, it was a good movie. Remember New Jack City? You was a prom. She said, I used to be prom queen. You was a prom queen. Now you're a prom fiend. New Jack City, one of the greatest movies ever. If you go back and look, NYPD did not allow their cars to be used, so it just says police on all the cars. They couldn't use NYPD. If you go back and look, a lot of movies are different than they are now. You couldn't get licensing to do certain shit. You couldn't say certain things. You couldn't show certain things. There was a movie, I can't remember the shit, man. I really liked the movie too. Where they couldn't say CIA. They had to say special unit. It's one of them things. It was little rules here and there. And your rappers putting the blood back. So I said I had noticed when bass heads hit that pipe, they got locked into that day. Yeah. See, people who use heroin can keep a job. They call them functional addicts, heroin addicts. But here's why. A heroin addict could do 2-3 hits a day and be straight. Now they'll nod, but they'll go to work. They actually go to work. Remember the commercial? I go to work so I can make money, so I can buy more drugs, so I can go back to work to make more money, so I can buy more drugs. Remember the circle? Keep going in a circle? You guys remember that? That was dope fiends. That was not crackheads. Crackheads couldn't keep a job. They were late all the time. All they wanted to do was steal, hustle you for money. Crackheads couldn't focus at a job because all they wanted to do was get high. Now, not a good friend of mine, a good dude I knew for a while who was a crackhead. We were cool. I was very curious. I was curious about why crack was so crazy. And he told me. He said, crack is different than any other drug you ever had. I said, well, why is that? I told him, I'm a very curious motherfucker. He said, there's nothing like your first high with crack. He said, your first high is the ultimate. You went to Pluto and came back. He said, all we're doing is chasing the first high. He said, you're never going to get there again because you're never going to feel like that again. He said, but all you're doing is hoping you can get that feeling one more time. So you just keep going and smoking and smoking and smoking. I was like, that's weird. That's really weird. If you know you're not going to get there, but you keep going. Like I'm gonna go to the race. I'm gonna go to the track. I know I'm never gonna run a mile, but I'm gonna keep running, hoping I make it to a mile. The fuck? So I thought that was weird, but addiction is something different. Iron Eyes Cody. Hey, okay, was that his name? Iron Eyes Cody. Well, Mr. B Smooth, I started playing Last of Us Part 2. I kind of slowed down. Certain role-playing games are weird for me. Cartoon Channel came late, though. See, I don't know how old you are, Flash Photography. You might be spoiled. The Cartoon Channel came late. And guys, I'm loving this conversation. Let's keep it going. The Cartoon Channel came late. That wasn't around back in my day. In my day. Keep America Beautiful campaign. There you go. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hold on. Wait a minute. So, big shout to Las Vegas Sports. So, my bro, hold on. Did any of you see Scared Straight? The original Scared Straight? Listen. Let me take a sip. So, during the crack era, which was a big era, you guys may not realize that. The government encouraged schools to take trips to jails to scare kids. Not the whole Scared Straight situation. We wasn't around criminals. It was like they encouraged you to go to the jails to show the kids what not to do. So we went to a police precinct. I don't remember which one it was. And they say this: if you do wrong, you're gonna go in that cell right there. They put us all in the cell. They closed the door, and you'll be stuck and you can't leave. Like, it was weird, but it wasn't nobody yelling at us, none of that. In my mind, I was like, jail. This is jail. Like, that's not what I saw on TV. But okay. Wait a minute. Once Scared Straight came on, and you saw them big brolic motherfuckers talking about, I'm gonna rape you. Don't go to jail. Scared Straight basically told every stereotype, everything you heard about jail in that show. You think it's fun in this motherfucker? I'll kill you. I was like, oh, we had like a minute version. They just threw us in the cell and said, if you get in trouble, you'll be in here. Don't do bad stuff. Okay, whatever. In one and out the other. But Scared Straight was like, I'm gonna rape you. I don't care if you're 12. Scared Straight was crazy. Yeah, out of Jersey, yep. Yes, Rosario Dawson was it. Actually, there's a few actors and kids. Shout out to Jersey Drive. One of the worst movies, but one of the best movies ever. If you from Newark, you are tired of people saying, I'm from Newark. Like Jersey Drive for like 10 years, I swear to God. Maybe 20 years. People was like, I'm from Newark. You from Jersey Drive? D laughing right now. Yes, Tip Drill, shout out to Pressburg. Gary Jones in the building, B1 in the building. What's good with you? And I definitely trust you, my brother. Much love to you. You be 35 Sunday? I hope you got some plans. Let's get turned up. Shout out to Leon Lash. There's a theater play version of New Jack City touring the States. Really? Has a lot of the original cast like Leon Payne, Big Daddy. Get the fuck out of here. Shout out to you, Leon. He said there's a theater version of New Jack City. That's dope. I can imagine how that is. Danger Mouse, Double Dare. Remember Double Dare? Yeah, D. Am I lying? For like 10 years, 20 years. If you say you're from Newark, you from Jersey Drive? people from Newark was mad as hell. That's all you know is Jersey Drive. I said Newark, motherfucker, from the bricks. Jersey Drive. I had one of my friends back in Boozy. Me and him was in Brooklyn. He from Newark. So we was in Brooklyn and we was kicking in the shit. So we went to a club, a little small club. Call them lounges or whatever. And matter of fact, it's the one that everybody got shot up back in the 2000s. I forgot the name of that shit. On Atlantic Ave. So we went over there, and it's been like 3 names. I'm sorry. It had a weird name when I was there. So we went there. He came from Newark to holler at me. We was kicking it. And so we talking to these girls, kicking it, whatever. So I swear to God, this is how it would happen. So we had our table, drinking, chilling, and we talking to the girls right here. So the table's next to a table behind us. So one of the chicks goes, "Where you? I sound from Queens, chilling, talking about Queens shit." And said, "Where you from?" I sound from Newark. It wasn't the girl. It was not the girl. The dude at the next table who had nothing to do with us was like, "You from Jersey Drive?" I swear to God. And I know he hated that shit. He looked over and said, "What you mean, bruh?" He's like, Jersey Drive. That's the movie, Newark. He's like, "Yo, I don't steal no cars, bruh." He hated that shit. Everywhere we went, if he said Newark, he said Jersey Drive. I forgot his damn name so long. Yeah, Heavy D. He's I'm gonna be down there for my B-Day flip. It's my first stop. After I drop, definitely pull up. And so you're gonna be 35 on Sunday. All right, you're gonna be celebrating your birthday. That's what's up. Said niggas, well, yeah, look, listen, Newark ain't no joke. I told you Newark ain't no joke. Well, tight. I can agree, but I can add a movie. All right, so you from the West Coast. Your movie, Men in Society, we know that's what it was like, right? For the East Coast, it was Juice. Everything Juice was us going to school. Juice, literally, if you wanted to take a camera and follow me to school back in the day, that was Juice. We some good friends. We mess around. We make steal something from the store. May run in a liquor store. Like, it was just that type of lifestyle back in New York. So for you guys on the West, y'all got, and I love Men in Society. Y'all got Men in Society. We had Juice. Pac was O-Dog. Same person. Oh, you have the whole staff over here?
Yeah.
Don't wear Philly shirts over here. Oh, yeah, the lights went out.
Yeah.
You ain't got a generator in that building?
No.
You better talk to them. Like, listen, every Tuesday, love, lights. No, not. Shout to Young Jay for Topless Tuesday. No Topless Tuesday. No, dame el menú. El menú, por favor. Just want to see something. I'm hungry. Well, all right. South Central was close to the real thing too. That was dope. Deuce. He said they're still stealing cars to this day. iPhone? You want to plug it in here or in the corner? I'll pull something out. All right, you in. And then come on. There you go. South Central was real. Deuce, remember that? OG Bobby Johnson. New Jack City was real, but like I said, they couldn't tell. All right, so if you're from New York, you're from the East Coast. New Jack City is kind of a true story, kind of. I forgot them dudes' names. It wasn't the original. The people they made the story of wasn't from Harlem. It was the Bronx, actually. It's kind of a true story. It was the Yellow Top crew. They took over buildings and all that. So that's you. Jay, you heard me? Shout out to Taylor, biggest troll in the business. I never understood your job where one scene they had on shorts, next scene they had on triple fat goose. That's called East Coast weather. South Central was real. Kids getting caught up. Someone go home. Someone went to jail, changed their life when they realized the gang wasn't what it was supposed to be about. You gotta remember something. We on the street, right? We on the street. You gang. You gang. I'm gonna tell you another funny story about in a minute. You gang. But in jail is politics. Ain't no colors in jail. Ain't no red, blue. It's white, black, Chinese, Mexican, Salvadorian. It's politics. So whereas on the street, I don't rock with you. In jail, we gotta do business together, brother. That's what it is. So South Central actually was real. And what Bobby Johnson got mad about was he was ready to die for the gang. But in jail, everybody was kicking it with each other. He didn't like that shit. He was like, yo, I'm in jail because I was dying for the gang. But y'all over here making deals with them? So kind of real. Belly was definitely real, but Belly was based off of trafficking out of state. And us being arrogant New Yorkers doing that shit. That's exactly what it was. Yeah, Juice was all men in society. He said Baywatch. I never watched Baywatch. Remember the Goonies? They can't redo the Goonies. They can never redo the Goonies. Baby Ruth, remember that? Isn't there a YouTuber by that name? The Corner was dope, and yes, it was way too real for TV, but it was dope because it told the truth about B-Mall. Tice, I never heard Juice was just like New York, but we definitely could relate. Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the East Coast version of Men in Society. Listen, even though it's different coasts, we doing the same shit. Of course, Cali had bigger gangs, but we had gangs too. We just didn't call it Blood and Crip. We had local gangs. This block, my block, your neighborhood, my neighborhood. That was our gangs back then. If you go watch the Warriors, where they have the meet in the city, and it's 100,000 gangs. That was New York. Your block, my block, this side, that side. Un sloppy Jose con queso. Okay. He said NBA tune on NBC in the 90s was it. Yeah, remember that? They messed up the NBA with the TV thing. Because now it goes NBA TV, it goes ESPN, ABC on weekends. Well, tight. It wasn't that great a move, but we understood it. He said BJ McKay, your best friend Bear. He said sections. What you mean? Las Vegas Sports Up. The Shield was dope about dirty cops. We can all relate to that. Yes, I saw that. I don't know what he won a Grammy for though. You hot? It's a Sonny Carson movie. Wasn't a big fan of that one, but yeah. Kyle Hardy in the building. What's up, brother? But a lot of these movies, there's a show on Netflix. I haven't watched it. The TV shows we grew up on, the movies we grew up on. It's actually a show that tells about a lot of these movies, a lot of the music as well. A lot of these movies shaped our lives. A lot of these movies. Speak Spanish now. You watch a lot of cartoons. I did not know there was a Cops cartoon. Matter of fact, Cops changed our lives. Not the cartoon. Cops. That changed our lives. Because in Cops, the only time they were good to somebody, they were like, we're gonna let you go. It's okay. We're going to let you go. Oh, goody. Saturday Kung Fu Theater. Are you kidding me? My man Ivory. I don't know if he's alive or dead to this day. South Jamaica, Queens, 143 and 5. Saturday cartoons we did at the crib, and we all went to Ivory House. And we sit there in the kitchen. He had the TV sitting on the table, and we were talking about the Kung Fu, the Wu-Tang, all that shit. Are you kidding me? Kung Fu Theater. Damn, all goody. Then when Ivory House burnt down, we went to my man Leon house. Ivory had a fire. That shit was crazy. We was at Ivory House every Saturday, like the whole 143. Well, if he was cool there, I was cool with everybody. I was the youngest. Went to Ivory House, watched Kung Fu Theater, and we sat there during commercials. We practiced the moves. Always got in trouble. Yes, the sections we lived in was all gang. That's 100%. That's what you mean. Arsenio Hall, yes sir. Arsenio Hall. Titus people say I rented a Stingray vet in Baltimore, and a lot of people still look like the Wire. Bro. All right. I forgot the name of the main block. Do you remember where Hamsterdam was? The free drug trade zone. Remember that? I forgot the name of that block. So the reason I know that block, because I told you I was going to buy some property in Beaver. So I was out in Beaver. I drove my ex-wife at the time and her mom's. We were going to, I forgot where we was going. I don't remember. We were just out of town and driving back to New York. So I said, yo, y'all want to see where the Wire was shot at? Because I had been over there before. It was like, for real? I said, come on. We good. Took the detour, went down to the city, and I'm driving through. I'm going, remember the projects? That's it right there. I said, remember this episode? That's it right there. And the funny, I felt like a tour guide, but I actually knew these certain blocks in this neighborhood. And they're like, yo, you really? I said, I tell you years ago, and I told you I was a B-more, because me and my ex-wife, well, we were boyfriend and girlfriend for a while back then. I said, when I told you I was a B-more, this is where I was. I was over here. I actually know Drew Hill Park, all that shit. And they was like, holy shit, he really was outside. I was out here. Listen, the homie said America's Most Wanted. Bro, did you not watch America's Most Wanted to see if one of your peoples was on there? Am I lying, Young Jay? Am I lying? My cousin was on America's Most Wanted. My cousin was a cop. He was on America's Most Wanted. Shout to my, you probably not watching this. Shout to my cousin. He's doing 300 years. He was on America's Most Wanted. I swear to God. Now, I didn't have a VHS to record that, but we could probably find it back in 92, 93. And my cousin was on America's Most Wanted. And here's the wild part. I only watched that show because of my neighborhood. It was like, I know I'm going to see somebody on there. Literally, at the peak of that show in the 90s, and I'm not lying, I'm not making this up. Besides my cousin to the side, he was definitely on America's Most Wanted. I saw 3 motherfuckers that I knew personally. Some people I've seen from afar or heard of them, but 3 motherfuckers I personally knew on America's Most Wanted. Besides my cousin makes 4. Matter of fact, when my cousin was on the run, the first thing I did was make sure I watched America's Most Wanted. I like this. He's about to be on there. I know it. Couldn't find out they contacted my aunt. I think they tell you if it's your family that we're gonna put your family member on here. And they sure enough had my cousin on there. I was in school the next day. I was like, yo, y'all ain't seen my cousin on America's Most Wanted? Crazy times. I say I've been through some shit. That's why I don't trust nobody now. Ty said my nephew played GTA in the 90s. Yeah, they got they put all the was it the last couple GTAs? They put all the old school music on there to make it bang out. He said I grew up with cable. You watch a lot of cartoons. Gary Jones, a hey flip comedian Mike F says, gas is so expensive, the Bloods and Crips are riding together. Yeah. That's a whole fact. Gas is expensive. The Bloods and Crips are like, y'all want to ride on them fools? That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Yeah, body more. That shit, B more is just different. I had a story I wanted to tell you. I forgot. See, when I try to remember something at the drop, if I don't say it at the moment, I forget it. Oh, the Jamaicans and look, half of the shower posse was in my hood. There was a lot of drama back then. Half of the shower posse in my hood. So yeah, the Jamaicans was crazy. They was really shooting shit up. Thank you very much. I'm gonna y'all take a look at that sloppy Jose. I don't need nothing. Es un picante adentro. Mira, hay un picante especial. No tiene marca. Parece un no. Parece un salsa de ensalada. ¿Tú no ves? See, no ves. Yeah, it's okay. Shout out to my boy. He makes his own hot sauce, really hot. I like it on my sloppy. Yes, that's it. Shout out to my bro. He want me to start selling it, but he got to get down here. Let me tell you something. This shit. Yeah, this the one. It's hot. It smells sweet, but it's hot. I think that's the bottle right there. It's hot. Yeah, American Law Warning, man. Like I said, we used to watch it for the dudes in the hood. Because, in my neighborhood, if someone had a shootout, how you like it? In my neighborhood, someone had a shootout. We was like, you going to be an American Law Warning tomorrow? This is the new one. He has a hot one. And I'm going to tell you something right now. The other one he had, if it's, you know what? Yeah, it kicks in. Yeah, it kicks in. He makes the shit. He makes that shit so good. So what other TV shows? Now we were talking about one thing in the beginning of this live. Appreciate you guys rocking with me. Y'all help me clear my head right now. But what other TV shows? Now as a kid, now mind you, I'm 12 years old when my cousin killed all his people. So I got detectives following me to school. I thought it was really dope. He was not because he killed people, but I thought it was dope. My cousin's on American Wanted. But I thought about it later, like that was real stupid. No, it's not dope. Not dope at all. Training Day was dope. And wasn't Training Day after that program? Wasn't it that program? With all the dirty cops? I forgot the name of that program y'all had in Cali. And y'all had so many dirty cops. Crash. Training Day was pretty much about Crash. Boys in the Hood was a dope movie. Hood classic. I'm going to tell y'all something else y'all may not realize. Above the Rim. You know why? Hood politics and basketball. You know how many games I bet on? If you went to a basketball game, I'm telling you, if you went to a basketball tournament, right? Basketball tournament. Case in point, when my son won like 2 basketball championships. So one of my homies back home called me. He said, hey man, I want your son to play for my team. He coming off the bench, but I need to play for my team. Your son really good. I was like, nah, bro. You ain't have my son involved in that. And what I meant by that was, Rampart. There you go. Thank you very much. Rap said Crash. You ain't having my Crash was the movie Colors. Colors was a good movie too. You ain't having my son in that. Because what happened with basketball players back then, if you went to them street tournaments, all they did was gamble on you. And I didn't want my son involved in that because I know what I used to do. if you miss the shot and I put money on you, you might get punched in your face after the game. I swear to God. So I don't want my son involved in that. All it was drug dealers betting on street games. If you go to the Rucker, there's $2 million in bets in the stands in the Ruckers. Okay, just so you understand that. At the Rucker, at any given moment, there's $2 million in bets. That's why the Jay-Z versus the Fat Joe team back in the day was so big. Everybody throwing money in there. All right? So when my son played ball, I told my homie, this is my good friend of mine. I trusted him. I just said, listen, bro, I don't want my son dealing with that. Because I know dudes are going to bet on my son and they're going to try to, they lose their money, they're going to get at him. He was like, your son's good. All I'm buying is some sneakers. He ain't got to worry about nothing, no money, no nothing. He good. I just wanted to come off the bench. Your son really good. I was like, cool, all right. Say no more. My son played in the tournament. They won that year. My son got like 3 pairs of sneakers. No money. I made sure I said, don't give him no money. I don't want him thinking he could do this and make money because it's going to turn into something else. So Above the Rim was so realistic because that's all we did was bet on games. High school games. When Felipe Lopez was the man, people bet on games. That's all you did. Yeah, Rampart of it. He's a night writer. I never saw Mission. You watched a lot of TV, bro. Tavares was good. Ronald Test saw his friend lose his life in basketball game. He's from Queens. Yes, Ronald Test from Queensbridge. Ron. Me and Ron go way back. I used to be in Queensbridge all the time. Him and his brother balled all the time. And yes, people lost their life on the basketball court. Ty said a couple of years ago we was betting on California high school football game. Yes. Above the Rim was so real because dudes was betting on these games. And if you fucked up my money, I was like, dude. And then dudes would make they bet 200,000 over here on this team, on a black team, and go to the red team and pay a player. Yo, I'm gonna give you $5,000 to throw this game. And he broke. He ain't got no money. So $5,000, he might have been a crackhead, but he could ball. $5,000 was a lot to him. So dudes would throw games. And then you know what happens next? Somebody getting shot. There's a lot of money on the line. The Ruckers, if you've never seen West 4th, shout out to Kenny Graham, West 4th, the Rucker. If you've never seen street basketball at its finest, Gauchos, so many places to name. Not even just New York. You got Jersey. I forgot where they play in Jersey. I forgot the name of the spot. Some great basketball. And you got dudes who, and that's why NBA dudes come down. Because this is the best of the best. These are dudes that should have been able, could have been in NBA. But they just were street dudes. There's a lot of street Jordans out there, believe it or not. You may not want to believe it, but there's a motherfucker that could have gave Jordan the business. All he wanted to do was sell drugs. I mean, my sloppy Jose, excuse me. In Too Deep was a true story. God was a real person. In Too Deep was a true story. The kid from Camden High School, you got to send me that information, bro. In Too Deep was a true story. My favorite scene is when he found his best friend was eyeing his wifey or something like that. He had him on a pool table. He said, "You tried to fuck my wife?" He said, "All right, here we go." And he shoved the pool. He goes, "Think about her, think about her, think about her." LL, chill. You was never that tough. Relax. L, you got to chill out. But that was a true story. God was a real person. Hot. He said, I was drunk. Yeah, I was drunk. He's better than well, Bronny. All right. They had a thing on YouTube. Go look it up. Bronny's good, but he's not. If you notice, he only get in office because of his dad. Bronny's not like the best of the best. Bronny's good. The little brother is actually better as far as the all-around skill. Bronny's good. Trey Poppy, he threw them hands at Jamie Foxx, a comedian. I grew up, and LL was older than me, and LL used to get chased away. LL went and hung out with Harlem drug dealers because Queens Queens was always flipping on. And I'm proud of LL. I'm just telling you her politics. I'm proud of LL. I got no knock on him. But he wasn't no tough guy. LL wife went to Hillcrest High School, I think it was. Every time he went to Hillcrest, he got chased. Dudes wanted to be, and you got to remember something too. It was also hate, because he was like a big time rapper back then. That's even though he had no money like that, it was a big time rapper back then. But the dudes who knew him didn't like him. It was hate. They just didn't like him. You know, they loved his music. They just didn't like him. Because everybody knew who was soft. LL was a regular dude, and I'm so proud with his life. He wasn't a... Can I get a spoon? He never was a tough guy. Even though I'm Bad is one of my favorite songs. I'm Bad. That was my favorite song. And I bought all of LL's albums, every single one. Yeah, that was Master P's son. Thank you. Master P's son knocked them out. They won. Nah, I don't know. The record was just different. Matter of fact, I'll tell you some funny shit. You can go to Rucker anytime you want. Anytime you want. But in them big games, them like really big games, you might not get in. If you ain't got no bread, the Rucker's free. I think they started charging the cover charge later. I don't know. But if you ain't got no real bread, you're not getting in the Rucker. Can I get a spoon? Spoon. A spoon. She didn't read my lips. Yeah, Bryce is. He looks weird. Like Bryce. All right, Bryce is like Horace Grant, but Bryce can ball. But he's still young, so he's coming off the bench. He plays. He plays. And yes, Bryce is taller. Thank you. What was the name of that movie? Type. And shout to Omar Epps from my grandma's neighborhood. We used to play basketball together back in Cambria Heights. Linden and 223. And my man E Crib. Tell you, my life is the great people I know passed through my life. Remember I tell y'all Slumdog Millionaire? Slumdog Millionaire. I've been around. Thank you. I've been around again and again. Let me know who that is. I want to follow Mad Scientist. Shout to you. You know any of the N1 guys? Rafa. There's 3 guys I know personally. Rafa's the only one. Rafa's from my hood. But I forgot the other guys' names, man. I just watched the N1 shit a couple months ago. I know 3 of the N1 guys. But Skip to my loot, Rafa Austin, he's from my neighborhood. Lamar Oden's from my neighborhood. Other side, but my neighborhood. Storytell, what's good with you? People tearing them tacos up right now. You said the doo-wop, man, LL got some hits, I ain't gonna lie. And his wife, LL is older than me. So it's not like me and him cross paths on some street shit. I just know the stories I was always told about LL. I'm on to repeating the stories. I never saw LL running from nobody, but it's legendary that LL got chased. And I think he actually talked about it one time. He went to Harlem to hang with those drug dealer dudes, Alpo and them, in AZ, because in Queens he was always getting harassed. So he went and hung with them. Dudes in the street in Queens ain't really rock with LL like that. You never see LL like that with Preem Team and all that. They ain't really, because everybody knew he wasn't built like that. The music was good. I love the music, but you know, I bought a Fat Boys album not because they was tough, because I like the music. Shit, that's dope. No, I know, bro. I know a lot of people, man. And like I said, not like we talk every day, but I bumped into people, and when they see me, they remember the hair on the head, not the hair on the face. Say, hell, hardest verse ever. His feature EPMD, Slow Down, Baby. That was a tight verse. First Time Felon was a dope movie. That was a dope movie. Story tell. Let me tell you something. He was in Harlem. He should have bought a crib in Harlem. He's in Harlem somewhere. That wasn't in Queens like that. I'm talking about as time went on, because he was being harassed by all the Queens dudes. All the dudes getting money, they was harassing him because they grew up with him. Like I said, I didn't grow up with him. L's older than me. I didn't grow up with him. But the stories were always on and on how they ran out of Queens. His grandma still lived in Queens, but he come back and do Queens Day. He come go to Murdoch to the park, do everything. But he was older then. But then when he was younger, they used to harass the shit out of him. So I saw L at Cheesecake Factory by Beverly Hills. He acted so offended when I crowned these gay dudes. What? Yeah, her grandmother lived there forever. She didn't move. She had a nice house. It wasn't no hood crib. She had a nice crib. Where they lived was nice. That wasn't a hood. Shout to Farmers Boulevard. Shout to Hollis Ave. It's not that bad. Still a hood, but not that bad. You know, I'm from Southside. That's the hood. Y'all hit that like button. Say going back to Cali. Going back to Cali still hard. Pacino, what up? Going back to Cali still hard. Pink cookies in a plastic bag. Listen, I was an L fan, so all the shit I heard about him didn't matter to me. And when I met him at the shit he did at the park, cool as fuck. Like I said, we didn't know each other like that, so but he was cool. Welcoming. But at that time, everybody kind of loved LL. I'm talking about when he first came out, he had a lot of drama with people because his peers didn't rock with him like that. That was a big rumor. Because he did all that sexy shit for the ladies, but he made money with that. L was for the ladies. Yeah, Run DMC from Hollis. My biggest memory, one of my biggest memories ever, was at Mr. King's Barbershop, 225 in Linden. I get my hair cut. I get a line up. I had mad hair. I get a line up. Mr. King was like there for like 100 years. And I walked to the store. The store's right next door. And it's Run DMC. It's crazy. Linden Boulevard had everybody there. But it's my grandmother's side. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I just yell out, my Adidas. I just yelled that out. It was weird. I just saw them. I just yelled it out. I couldn't help myself. And I had Adidas on, which is probably the nicest shoes I had in a long time. And they start laughing. And they go, come here, man. What's your name? So we talking. And they go, the dude had one of the people had pictures in the backpack. So he pulled it out. To this day, it's at my mom's house or my sister's house in Atlanta. It says, to Gray, be cool, stay in school. It said sign. It said run. He passed it to DMC, JM, they all signed it. I was like, I went home. I said, oh, I went back to the block. Like, oh shit, look. Be cool, stay in school. I'll never forget that. Ty said we effed up. We're deep. Yeah, Recipe Pride. Prodigy, one of the best lyricists of all time. Shout out to Mob. He's me in my studio all the time. Storytell, Cannabis Smoke LL. Do you think he did? See, Cannabis disappeared after that. I remember my aunt used to work at Favor Shoes in Queen. Damn. Flavor. You mean Flavor Shoes? Flavor Shoes? Or Favor? I think it's Flavor. F-A-Y-V-A. So Favor. Okay. I'm about to say that's a real throwback. That's a real throwback. But like I said, I go back because I was really outside. I was outside when Alexander's. Y'all know about Alexander's. I got banned from Alexander's. because I kept sticking the ladies' hairpins in the socket, blacking the whole story up. So there's definitely something wrong with me. I got told twice, don't do it. I did it both times. Yeah, it's kind of, it's a mental, there's a disconnect. Definitely a disconnect. I'll never lie about shit. I'm not gonna sit there and say, I got some real live issues. My mom's, shout out to Mama Flip. She left me in the same vestibule outside the women's bathroom twice. And I did the same exact thing. She said, don't touch nothing. And I said, I won't, relax. As soon as I saw a hairpin, I forgot what happened the first time I did this. I wake up, lady screaming, my thumb's this fucking big. I'm toe up, my whole body's toe up. And I smell like smoke. I smell like my body was on fire for a little while. I smell like I was on fire. And and look, they're pouring cold water on my hand because it's so fucking, my hand has smoke coming from it. And I'm like, everybody's screaming. I'm a kid. I don't know if I'm like 6. I don't know. But I was just a bad little kid. So I remember going to the office and they told my mother, he cannot come back in the store ever again. They sent a letter. I swear to God, that's my mother this. So we get home. We lived on Merrick back then. So we get home and I'm not thinking, I still don't know what happened. I'm still kind of in the daze. My pop's eating spaghetti. Never forget this shit. I probably told you the story before. My mom's in the letter. She goes, your son, I don't know what to do. And the letter says, I cannot come back into the department store ever again. My pop says, smacks the goddamn spaghetti across the room, goes against the wall, and I'm just standing there because I really don't remember what happened. I really don't. I'm just standing there. He goes, how the fuck does a 6-year-old get banned from a department store? And I said, I don't know. I got my ass whipped. My dad even to himself, how is this possible? You are so bad. But I told you guys, my daughter paid me back, my oldest daughter, paid me back tenfold. I got at her one day, I said, why are you so bad? She was like, well, grandma said you was bad. I said, touche, you want ice cream? Because I was a bad little kid. I was in trouble all the time. I told y'all I don't beat my kids. I got beat so much, it made me go outside and fight. So it turned me into an angry little kid. But you gotta discipline, you gotta discipline your kids. But what my parents didn't know, what my dad really didn't know was when he beat me, I went outside and beat somebody else up. That's all I did every day. And I got beat almost every day. Because listen, when I look back, I will never lie. I didn't listen to nobody. I did what I wanted to do. If you told me don't do it, I was gonna find out why. I had to investigate. Yeah, if you told me to do it, I'd be like, I don't want to do that. But if you said don't do this, I swear to God, I was like, I wonder why they said don't do that.
I was like, go run out the street.
Like remember say look both ways across the street?
Go run out the street.
They'd be like, look both ways across the street. I swear to God, I said, I wonder what happens if I don't look both ways. And I was hit by a car. I swear to God. I did the opposite of everything I was told. Only because I was a curious kid. Like I'm still a curious adult. I'm a curious kid. I want to know why. Why'd you say that? Even my mom, I'd be like, why? Why this? Why that? Why this? Why that? Why? The best thing my mom's ever did, and I swear to God, it's one of the greatest things, she probably don't know it, was make me spell. I was a great speller. She would yell out a word. Because it'd be like, maybe it's a store or a stop sign or something, and she would yell at a word, make me spell it. And I became a great speller because of that. And then as soon as I spelled it right, she'd point to it. They got a word right there. And I was right. So that's one of the best. Even we drive around, like we go in place, and she would just stop. And we had a light, and she yelled out, spell intersection. And I spell it, and she point. Yeah, you're right, intersection. Meanwhile, my mother was still to this day, is not a good speller. Just so you know that. She did not practice with me. She taught me. No, look, moms know, because I'll be laughing. Moms know. The way I am with technology, whatever. The way I am with technology, moms are the same way. And moms are just not a good speller. He always can pull up, get his little cute thing, right? No. He comes in there. He said, LL1 popularity counted. Yeah, it was popularity. You're right. Cannabis didn't disappear. He went to the military, but after all the labels was like, you out of here, bro. Tight. Papa Flip didn't play no games, bro. Story tester, yo, my co-worker is Doc Ice. Legendary great YouTube. Are you serious? Doc Ice from Roxanne. Roxanne, that's what's up. So I'm getting Quentin Tarantino directing. Yo, bro, the movie about my life be amazing. Now, let me tell you this story. We're talking about who to trust, right? So it all started out who to trust. You will rewind and go back and watch it. Now, as Bo says, and I love the saying, don't allow my confidence to trigger your insecurity. I've always been a leader. I've always been the head of the pack. I've always, if you want to say boss, if you guys call it now. So my cousin went to prison. Years later, he was one of the biggest. Now a lot of my family is Peru. A lot of my cousins are Peru. I never really. Now you may see me with red. I love red. That's what it is. But I respect my family. They're blood. They are what they are. I'm not. My cousin became one of the biggest bloods in prison. So he hit me one day. No, I'm sorry. Some dudes hit me one day. They said, "Yo, we gonna you in. You ain't gotta be jumped in. You in. You with the team." I said, "What the fuck are y'all talking about?" Mind you, I'm doing my own thing. Got my own money, my own crew, all that. They're like, "Yo, because you know your family, you good. Like you in." So I said to them, I said, "Bro, no disrespect, but I don't need y'all. I've been on my own. Just like, why I need y'all now?" So my cousin wrote me a letter. He said, "Yo, I'm extending my hand to you. I love you. I'm bringing you into the family." And he said, you good." So I hit him back. I said, "My God, do you have like a special set for me? Like, do I get my own set, the Gregory set?" I swear to God, I did this. Now, one of my blood homies told me that was the most disrespectful thing you ever did in your life. I said, "I did. I don't care." I said, "Do I get like my own set? Am I gonna get like the Gregory Bloods? Well, I'm the boss, the king, the emperor, and y'all all answer to me?" I said, "If not, I ain't fucking with y'all, nigga." He was like, "Well, you gotta work up through the ranks." I said, "I worked up through the ranks out here. Ain't no way I'm working up through your ranks. I'm already top dog where I'm at. I'm the king of this motherfucking castle. I'm gonna come out the castle, go in the moat." That made no sense to me. So, and these guys were friends of mine too, though. By the way, they're friends of mine. But they were telling me come home, which means, you know, join us. I said, "Fellas, I love you guys. But at the end of the day, y'all work for me. Why would I join y'all? Why would I join the people that work, that give me money and pay me? That made no sense." So what I was saying to say, like, even my cousin wrote me, he was very upset at me. He goes, "You really gonna disrespect me like that?" I said, "Fam, I've been on my own for so long. There's no way in the world I would join somebody." How 50 Cent say it? I'm not blood or Crip. I started my own gang. Some of my best friends was blood. Some of my best friends was Crip. You're not gonna make me be with you, and I gotta lose my other friend. And I'm not the end all be all to this. If you nickname me, if you call me the emperor, I'm in. If everybody get down and kiss the ring, I'm in. I'm a leader. I don't do that following shit. And no knock on nobody who does. I'm just talking about me. I built a whole crew of motherfucking young thugs. And what I'm gonna sit there and join you guys for? I'm stronger than you. At the end of the day, I'm stronger than you. Why I gotta join y'all? Y'all trying to bring my organization or your organization to make you stronger. I'm tough. We good. So that's when people talk about who you can trust. I couldn't trust my own cousin at that point. Because now he's mad at me because he goes, "You really not going to join us?" No, I'm not. I didn't tell you to go to prison and be a big blood. I didn't tell you that. I'm out here doing what I got to do. And I gotta go find where he's at now. I gotta write him, send him some money. I love that guy. I told you that on a matter of fact, as soon as I get up this live, I'm gonna look him up and find where he's at. I'm gonna send him some money. They got new ways you can send money now, right? So I'm gonna send him some bread. I do miss him. It's been however long ago 93 was. 94 was the last time I actually saw him in person. He said my oldest brother started cross Atlantic Power. Yeah, you know, my biggest thing is I got family and all that. I don't knock all that. But like I said, I'm from the Warriors era, where we just, I can tell you about all the young gangs. Lost Boys started from Young Guns. I was original Young Gun, which went over to Smurfs, which went over to, I forgot the other name of their crew. That was Crews. You know what I'm saying? We didn't do that. Wasn't with the gang. I did have one cousin that was in the gang shit, but he actually came from the West Coast, so that was different. But then when it started coming out, started getting big and big in New York, I'm making money. I don't give a fuck about that color shit. And I like red. And I got Crip friends who hung with me. He was my homie. I don't care about that shit. And no disrespect to y'all. If y'all do it, y'all do it. I'm just saying, when I was approached with the opportunity to become, I said, if I'm not getting my own set, and it's gonna be one of the biggest sets around, I ain't fucking with you. And then he actually told me, they actually agreed. They were like, you can't, we're gonna work on getting you your set, but you gotta come through the ranks. I ain't gonna do no ranks. I did that already. Where you was at? Oh, you was locked up. I ran through the ranks. I'm 16 years old. I was already a boss. I ran through the ranks. I ain't gotta do what y'all talking about. Thank you though. I appreciate you. I love you, cuz. I ain't gotta do that. For what? There's gonna be a lot of gang members mad right now. I'm sorry. I still love y'all. But at that time when I was doing my thing, joining them made no sense. No sense at all. Now maybe if I went to prison and I needed to click up, maybe that was an option. But when I was in the street, I was strong. So joining up with someone else, it didn't add up to me. I was strong out there. I was good. I didn't have to team up with nobody. I told you, well, that's why I got that thing from where you got, I mean, like, dudes got a team of suckers, a super team, a Justice League of suckers got a team up. I ain't team up with nobody. I had my own thing going on, my own crew. I did what I wanted to do. It was just different. Long story. Speak Spanish Now said, what's my favorite beat ever? Ooh, the Rock Wall. And it hit my head as soon as you said it. Jigga my nigga. Jigga my nigga, Swiss Beats. Boom, boom. That was out of this world. Or, now, you think about it now, it was genius. But back then, you probably didn't like it. Noriega, what? Pharrell. That Tight said the crazy thing is inside the crib, Bloods and Paru sets of individual clicks and crews, same thing. But that was my thing, Tight. I just was like, and I didn't understand the structure until later on in life. I was just like, if I ain't got my own thing, I ain't fucking with y'all. I just be another motherfucker following y'all. I'm over here good. We over here good. I ain't need nobody else. So at that time, even though my cousin, I loved him, he reached the olive branch, but I was like, I ain't rocking with you, bro. I'm out here by myself since 14 years old. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna join somebody for, But that's the story I want to tell y'all, because when it comes to trusting me, at that point, I thought I couldn't trust my own cousin, because some of the dudes was like, I disrespected the set. At the time, I didn't know what that meant, and he actually, I found out he felt the type of way about that shit, about me turning him down. Said, sorry, cuz. No blood. Sorry. I'm not joining you. And I think one of my dudes is blood, but he knew to keep that shit away from me, because my crew was about doing what we were doing. We wasn't worried about all that other shit. I love keeping Daniel Jones. It's a great contract. It gives us an out after 2 years. So I'm good with that contract. Free agency is bumping right now. It's going crazy. Aaron Rodgers is fucking the free agency once again by not going to the Jets right now. So we'll see what happens. But guys, if y'all ain't got no questions, it's been great talking to y'all. Hit that like button. I had to vent to y'all today. The moral to the story: trust God, trust yourself. It's hard to trust people. And believe it or not, the people closest to you would do you dirty. And a stranger would do good by you. I'm learning that. Trust me, I'm learning that. Stay tuned for more. We're going to get back on it. I just had to vent to you guys. Had a great time talking to y'all. Great movie talk as well. You know I know my movies. I don't watch TV like that. I love movies. So from me to you, appreciate y'all. I'm gonna get to my date, get my sip on. Red cups up. Mr. Flip Flop. Red cups up. Mr. Flip Flop.